And good evening, everyone, and welcome down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, site of the 2023 Gridiron All-American Football Game. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. So delighted to have you in here with us. Earlier today, you saw the draft of the two teams, the East and the West, and got to talk to Coach Andy Bryson, the one that kind of spearheads everything, he and Marcus Randall, and heard a tremendous story about someone that was an intern with the program and is now one of the coaches on the staff, and he joins us here from Opelousas Catholic. Former Gridiron football intern is Coach Tyler Smith. And Coach, welcome aboard.
Thank you. I'm great. I'm proud to be here. Thank you.
There you go. So you had a little bit of a rags to riches, for lack of a better term, on there. But tell me about your interning. How long ago was that here with Gridiron?
So I did my internship with Andy and Gridiron football in 2018. It was my senior year, and I did it. I joined about March or April of my senior year, and I did it to the end of my graduation.
That's awesome. And so
yes,
now you went to college and then off to wide receiver coaching there middle of the season at Opelousas Catholic. Tell me about the season you guys had.
So we had a pretty great season, I would say. I joined the staff mid-year. I missed the first 5 games of the season.
Right.
But we won our district, and we got a first-round bye in the playoffs. And we ended up facing Ascension Catholic. It was a tough draw for our defense to match up, and we couldn't stop that running back, and we got bounced in the playoffs.
Well, that's certainly the way the playoffs run on there. Twofold question to you, too. We've got a big night for you. Those that are just joining us, we're going to be here throughout the evening, scheduled from 6 to 9 for media night. But dadgummit, we'll be here as long as kids want to get on here and visit with us, and we'll do that. But, Coach, a two-part question that we'll talk to you. One, what do you look to impart on the kids in these few days that they're here? And what do you as a coach look to take out of this?
So I have 3 years of experience working with college football. I worked for the University of Arkansas in the recruiting department.
Yet he's wearing the purple and gold of the Tigers. Go Tigers. I see what you did there.
I'm back home now.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got my true colors now. So
there you go.
To answer your question, what I look for these kids is I'm going to try to teach them everything I can from a college perspective.
Right.
Since, this is all about getting exposure. This is all about, working your way up to the college game. So
right.
I'm going to try to teach everything I know, whether anything related to recruiting, personnel, those type of things. That's what I'm looking for.
Grades.
Yes, sir. Grades, character, and, and talent. Andy calls it the tripod of success.
He did talk about that today, and
yes,
and as we were adjusting our tripod because our camera, look, Chuck gets after me on that. Our producer, that's back there. But
so as far as a coach, man, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I can't wait to see all the talent we have in this bowl game, and I know we have a lot. And I'm just trying to grow as much as I can.
Look, you go
learn
through
from other coaches and stuff.
Absolutely, and as they're reading down the list of the draft, first year that they did a draft style announcement of the teams they were going to be on, it's all state and all district, and it's not just Louisiana. Kids from Canada, kids from California, Florida, Texas, Arkansas, all over the place. Even one young man from Missouri is down. So it's grown a long way from 2018.
It has, and Andy told me that this is probably going to be the most.
They'll have practices on Friday as well. And then Saturday, there's also a junior high game that'll go at 2 o'clock before the big show starts off at 6 o'clock. They talked about some of the things that happen tomorrow and the next day, and those are a couple of 3-hour practices, one in the morning and one in the evening time that they'll work on. And so in the middle, they'll have a break. And Coach Andy told them, he said, look, this isn't high school anymore. They're going to coach these as they come around. They'll coach the way that colleges are going to coach them. And we know the kids are excited about coming in here. We'll direct as we go. We'll let the guys put those on and maybe mute them while they're putting them on too. Guys, you should be able to hear me okay? Is that right? Now we'll unmute them and get ready to go there. Okay, so first off, we'll start on the set. Introduce yourself and tell me what school you're from.
Granville Anderson II, U High.
Heard a lot of great things about you. So they went through on the draft on there, and we're talking a little bit, and there are several names that stuck out. You're certainly one of those as well. What do you look to get out of this week here at the bowl week?
Well, most importantly, I get to put the pads on one more time before I go to college, and I look to get better as a person, as a player. We've got some great coaches out here that have a lot of NFL and college experience, so
Right.
I want to get better as a player and just see what they have to teach me.
There you go. All right, so introduce yourself. Hang on just a second. Let's fix that. There you go.
I'm Mason Warren. I go to Parkview Baptist.
Parkview Baptist. There you go. Look, and it does for a lot of the folks that we interview, a lot of the guys, you'll watch their tape, and they're just as physical, and they're all over the place. And get back here on the mic, and they whisper on there for me. So you leave it on the field, it looks like. We watched a lot of tape on you, and as we try to do on everybody. Tell me what you hope to get out of this. Not necessarily the game, but a lot of this talent, because there's a lot of talent around here.
Well, I mean, I'm happy I get to meet all the players and experience some new talent and be competitive with everybody across the, Gulf and everything. And I want to get new coaching experiences from all the coaches and new training.
So you got 4 practice sessions, and I'll ask this question to both of you. 4 practice sessions, the 2 of them tomorrow, 2 of them Friday before things get going. What do you go out there and do and make a difference and say, look, I'm going to get noticed and I'm going to showcase myself here?
Well, first thing, you got to be 100% effort in all the drills, all the practices, everything. You can't be walking around, being sluggish, everything. And then just being disciplined, doing what all the coaches ask you to do and not complaining about it. That's the 2 most important things for me.
I'll ask you to bounce off of that question as well. He talked about making sure you're not just walking around and sluggish wherever you go. Folks are watching no matter what you're doing. Anybody can watch, and they can see the tape of what you're doing, but how you carry yourself off the field is what a lot of those folks look at. Speak to that for me.
Well, wait, what you mean?
Your off-the-field character and integrity that you have to display when you're not on the field, but maybe you're not in the game, because a lot of times you're used to playing every down, probably.
Yeah.
There'll be sometimes that you're rotating out and you're not on the field as much. Coaches still look at the time that you're not on the field to see the character that you have.
Off the field, you still got to support your teammates, even if you're in or out the game, or if they just took you out. If it's like the second half, you got to support and encourage all your teammates to do the best they could do.
There you go. So if you've got somebody watching back home, here's your opportunity, Granville. Look into the into the camera and give a shout out to who's back at home.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
There you go. How about you?
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hey, Uncle. And all my aunts and my brother.
There you go. Guys, we appreciate you stopping in. Look forward to more highlights from you over the next couple of days and then seeing you guys go after it on Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. So we've got our first 2 in here. They started things off and set the bar for us. We'll grab a couple of more and rotate through here and get this going. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to be through this all night tonight until 9 o'clock. We'll be here, or 9 o'clock-ish, depending on how it goes. A couple of more that are making their way in now, and we'll get plugged back in because the last thing I need to do is have that go away. All right, I see the N on the jacket. That's, I guess, Neville from up. Hang on, we'll get you turned back on real quick as we get unmuted. So from Neville up in the Monroe area, you guys had a great season this year. District champs, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about, first look in there and introduce yourself.
Vincent Butcher Jr., Neville High School.
What position do you play?
Strong safety and linebacker.
There you go. And, so out of actually the district that some of the local teams are in, where we're from, Tyoga is in that with you as well. But you guys make the move up to 5A next year, and you'll go to District 2 5A with West Monroe and Ouachita. Alexandria's in that, Pineville, and you guys come up. Tell me about the guys back home saying, okay, we're going up and we're lifting that up a little bit.
No, they might be a little nervous, but they up for the challenge.
I don't know that those Neville Tigers are ever nervous about anything. We'll get back to you in just a second. Go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
I'm Grant Nicola from Dutchtown High. I'm a long snapper.
So that was the one, Coach Andy struggled with it a little bit too. But he did one thing. Now, tell me your last name again.
Denicola.
Inicola?
Denicola.
Okay. I've got to make sure that I butcher it. Don't butcher it when we get there, because the worst thing that we can do on a broadcast is mess a young man's name up, because Grandma's going to get on there and say something at us. Now, the resurgence of the long snapper, or I guess the awareness of the long snapper, you see a lot of young men that are getting into college, getting into there. And he said you've been long snapping since what? You were 8 years old?
Yes, sir. 8 years old.
What caused that? Not a lot. I don't guess you say, hey, I want to do this. What led that?
Well, I was playing O-line at the time.
Right.
And nobody could really snap.
Right.
Play center. And they were playing a shotgun position, and just naturally I could just snap a shotgun, snap perfect spiral and everything. And I ended up, we started punting and doing everything, and I could snap like 12 yards at 8 years old.
Wow, that's solid. So you hold the dubious distinction and a trivia answer as the only player to play on both teams tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think about that?
That's going to be awesome.
There you go. All right, so what do you look to take out of this week?
A lot of experience and learning from different coaches and different other players around the country.
Right. There's a lot of talent in this one from all over the place. What started as just a small Louisiana bowl game has blossomed. I think you've got players from all over and in Canada as well as this. Tell me some of the schools that you're looking at.
Bama, LSU, Southern, a lot local.
There you go. That's a good list. How about what kind of contact are you seeing?
Well, I mean, I've talked to UL a lot. I stay in contact with them like at least once a week. Talked to Southeastern. I've talked to ULM. I've talked to Nichols. Most of the schools in the Louisiana area. And
Right.
Troy.
Right.
Troy. I've talked to Troy a couple
Out of
times.
Alabama. There you go. So looking forward to a great week. I know at 2-a-days are getting set up tomorrow. You've got 4 of those practices. What do you do to separate yourself tomorrow when it comes time to practice?
Stay locked in.
Look, that look, I'm telling you what, that's what I'm talking about. Looking forward to seeing a big day out of both of you guys on Saturday. We'll be out there at practice, and we'll be taking some videos and seeing you guys. But thank you for stopping by on Media Day.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
There you go. We're going to rotate a couple of guys out of here now. I saw the Bluegrass Miracle himself walked by, so we'll make sure that we rotate Coach Marcus Randall in here in a little while. We've interviewed him back in year one when we were doing all of this. There we go. Got some local products now in the house. That's what we like to see. So we'll go ahead and just for those that are, we'll let them get the headsets on. Those that are watching along, we'll go ahead and get you guys to introduce yourselves. We'll start with you. Hang on. Let him get you. All right, go ahead.
My name is Travell Hamilton. I'm from Southwood. I play D-tackle. I'm a 2024. 6'3", 280.
Yeah, yes, I believe that. And my man from Menard there. Go ahead, just for those that are watching along, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Raylan Dusang. I play O-line. I play O-line and D-line. And I'm 6'3", 305.
You know, the one thing that we've seen out of here, and we saw that on the when we were doing the drafting for the teams, there's no lack of size in this along the trenches, if you will. There's certainly, and it's flanked by you guys here that are looking at it. What's that going to do for your game going against the best of the best these next few days?
It's definitely gonna sharpen our game. I feel like we're gonna definitely excel at practice and be able to show off everything that we have learned over the few days in the game. And the trenches is gonna be a battle. It's going to be a battle.
It always is. How does that – I've seen the intensity that you've played with all year long, both offensively and defensively. One of our Quibitos players of the week throughout the year, too. So what do you gather experience-wise out of this week?
We're playing against the best of the best, but we're also considered the best of the best. So I feel like it's iron sharpening iron, like he said. And, I really feel like this is a great opportunity to show what you're made of.
Indeed it is. So what teams are you guys on, East or West?
We're both on the West.
Y'all are both on the West. Okay.
Yes,
looking forward to a great year. So what kind of – you guys didn't know each other before today, I trust, on there too. What kind of bonds do you get out of this playing against what you said, the best of the best, but getting to know each other?
I think getting to know each other was a great experience. He's a great guy, just met him today already. He then took me in as – a friend. We're going to be really close for the next few days. So I think that getting that connection early on is very important, and it's great to have.
I'll ask you the same thing.
Like he just said, we're taking each other in as friends. We're roommates,
right.
So we need to be close, and we're going to really try and sharpen each other up and keep each other accountable.
See, and that's what they talk about the game inside the game, and that certainly is. And Coach Andy, a lot of them talked about it today. Certainly Coach Maiden. There's so much experience on these coaching staffs that are out there, and so it's certainly definite to get as much as you can from these coaches, but also from each other. There may be things that you know that you learn, and you learn that you know that you learn, and that's what All-Star Gridiron Bowl Week is all about. So, guys, thank you so much. We're looking forward to a great couple of days of practice, and then, of course, we'll see y'all Saturday.
It was great talking to you.
There you go. You too. You as well. Thanks. Got another group that's going to rotate, and that's what you're going to have throughout tonight. We're going to get our players that come in, and we'll rotate as many kinds. You already see the friendships that are blossoming out of this, and we look to just help you get to know the players just a little bit more. A lot of them, a lot of folks that follow 446 Sports certainly know my man over here. There's no doubt about it. But just for the video, go ahead and introduce yourselves for me. We'll start with you.
Jacorian Norris.
There you go. We'll get you there.
Jacorian Norris. I'm from Tyoga. I'm a senior, number 1.
My name is Josh Lloyd from Tyoga. I'm a senior, number 17.
So, great season that you guys had, and it's almost, we had two that just sat down a little bit earlier and hadn't met each other. You guys played side by side throughout your careers over there too. Jacorian didn't play the last game or so, but man, it seemed like every week our Quibido's Player of the Week had something to do, either player or the play that was there. You had, I think, a stretch of 6 kickoff returns or INTs for returns in the first 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
And I tried to warn people on the show. I'd even I would look deep into the camera. It's amazing how this works that I tell them. And I'm going to tell the coaches that are out here tomorrow, don't kick the ball to Jacorian if he's out there. Don't throw it by him because bad things are going to happen. It's going to end up 6 the other way on there. My man Jacorian is. Josh, y'all had a lot of fun this year. You guys really put a lot of things on the field. I know it was a great season for the Indians. Went in ranked 10th into the playoffs, I guess, 10th or 9th that were in there, won your first round game. How about your senior season there at Tyoga?
It was great. We went out, we competed. I was happy. I feel like we could have went further, but I was glad we made improvements from last year. We went further than we did. So that was my main goal, to do better than we did last year, and we did that, so I was happy. Something
about getting out the reservation and playing ball. Y'all are on the same squad this year, or are you East and West, or how?
Oh, we're on the same squad.
Same thing. I wanted to see a matchup of defense and offense on there, too. Who wins in that battle?
Me, of course.
Don't know about that, huh? What do you look to pick up this weekend while you're here? What are you looking to learn?
I'm looking to learn ways to improve my route running. Hopefully I offer, of course, but ways to improve.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of them that come out of this game that's on here, too, so we're excited for your future, and I expect that somebody's going to latch on and get a true player when they get you. There's no doubt about that. Jacorian, what do you learn? I know this is the first time you've put the pads on since the Peabody game, and anybody that didn't see the end of that game, I mean, you basically you guys, the Indians, just willed themselves out there, did a great job. How's it feel putting the pads on one more time, and what do you look to learn from this week?
It feel good to be back in pads. I got to get back used to it, but, I feel like I'm going to be ready. But I feel like I'm just looking to learn, like, certain key, like, because there's key things that I'm missing. I feel like I need to pick that up and just learn about, like, how the college life going to be whenever I get there and stuff. So.
Well, you get an opportunity to learn from a lot of guys. So you guys are on the East or the West squad? Tell me.
East.
The East side? Okay. West quarterbacks. Don't throw it this direction. I can't tell you any more plain than that. I've seen him take them, and when you get it, you're not looking to get out of bounds, are you? Nah, he's looking to get into the end zone. Both of these guys look for big things out of our Indian. Now, Chuck, put your shirt away. See, Chuck, that's your boy. What do y'all think about Coach Perkins?
Hey, that's my dog right there.
Yeah, I love it. That's my. He also one of my teachers. He's a good teacher.
Well, there you have it. Guys, thank you so much. Josh Lloyd, Jacorian Norris joining us on here from way back home in Tyoga. I graduated from Tyoga myself, so don't let that out. I did. In 1988, graduated from Tyoga. So there you go, Roll Tribe. We'll throw that out there to you. All right, guys, thank you. That's how we're doing it. We're rolling along. We are early on in media night. Hope you're getting acquainted with some of our guys that are out here. We've got another couple of guys that have made their way in here. We go a little bit more rapidly because we had 110 guys. I don't know that all of them are in here, but so what we'll do here first is welcome you on. But if you'll look into the camera there and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Demarion Dupas from Mansfield, Louisiana.
Caden Chandler from Gridiron High School.
So the local products are making their way in here. Marksville Grant right up the road from us on there too. Both of you guys had great seasons on there too. What do you look to add to your repertoire out of this game?
I look to get, I want to say, get my name out there more and show what I can do to get to the next level.
There you go. And we talked earlier, talked to some of the guys. You're going against the best of the best. Coach Andy talked about it, being from Rose Pine like he is, a small town, Grand High School, a small school itself. What do you say with your words or your actions out on the field that says, hey, you know what, I might be from a small school, but you're getting a find with me?
It's really just I'm going to go out there, show what I can do, and really, just leave everything I have on the field and show that just a small town can lead to big things.
Indeed it has. What is the challenge of going up against kids that, all over the place? You're getting to see some from Missouri, some from Canada, Texas, Florida, Louisiana, going against those. How does that challenge resonate with you?
Me going up against other people like that, it doesn't really challenge me because I know everywhere around here people have the same skill set. People we meet, it's just like college. You're going to meet people that are going to be bigger and better than you. You just got to compete with them.
Man, I love that. That's good stuff. From small town Marksville, right up the road. Tell me about that. What do you do to come in here and say, you know what, you better look past the small school?
I say with small schools, we looked over a lot, but there's great talent from where we come from. We come out here and we show what we can do and show that we can compete with these people from 5A and 6A schools from across the country and show we belong at the next level too.
That's what I'm talking about. So an opportunity to look into the camera. Say hi to somebody that's back home, maybe that's watching tonight.
Hey, Grandma. Hey, Grandpa. How y'all doing?
There you go. How about you?
Hey, Mom, Dad, and my sister.
There you go. Look, sister come in last at the very end of it. But, no, it's so again, it's going to be a great week. You come out here, and how does the thought of the college-style practices the next couple of days go? You'll be doing the 5-minute periods on there for, 3 hours. Is that what he said?
Yes, sir. Just about have 9 a.m. to 12 and 1 to 4.
And we'll be out there. So he brought up an example, too, about by 9:30, somebody's throwing up. By 9:15, somebody's saying, hey, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Tell me about that.
It's college. It's pretty much what you're going to be dealing with in college. You got to get ready for it. But you just got to go out there, and if you want it bad enough, you're going to go out there and compete with all the rest of the people. You're going to go out there. You're going to put up stats, do stuff like that. But people it's not for, you're going to quit, want to go home, and not ever play football again.
Look, that's the kind of game that will zap your wheel if you let it. Grand High School represented, Marksville High School represented. It is Media Night at the 2023 Gridiron All-American Bowl game. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go, rotating them through. Look, they're lining up to be on. They couldn't get anybody a minute ago, and now they're lining up, ready to come in. That's what I like to see. They'll be here with us momentarily. All right, we'll get him turned back on because I know somebody's in the building, but I've got the headphones on. It can't hear. Tell me again. All right, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Omar Butler.
Hang on just a second. Look, this Coaching 101. That's got to be up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go.
I'm Omar Butler. I go to Crowley High School. I'm an athlete. And I'm here to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I need you to do, and you and I have just met. We've never met before.
Yes, sir.
I need you to get over your shyness. I need you to be a little more. No, he's one of the best characters that we see. He's not shy at all. Tell me about. Go ahead.
I'm Ray Levi from Lake Arthur.
What position?
Receiver.
Okay.
I'm an athlete, really.
No, so we got a lot of the athletes that you see play the defensive side of the ball. Have you played defense off at wide receiver? What is it?
I play quarterback at my school, but I play free safety too.
Can you throw it up? Are you a receiver too? Throw it up and run the route and catch it yourself? Because that's talent. That's talent if you can go out and do that. You guys, what team are you on?
We're on the West.
You're both on the West.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you know each other before today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So you did? Okay, so I'd have liked to see the East versus West to see who's got the better of it right there. Who wins in a matchup when you guys are locked up?
We gonna win.
Yeah,
It don't matter. We gonna win.
We got to come out with a W. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you guys have the college-style practices tomorrow, 2 of them tomorrow, 2 of them on Friday. What do you learn? What do you look to take out of this week and say, you know what, this is going to catapult me to here?
I look for this to prepare me for college. I'm going to do whatever I got to do throughout the week, show me what I got to do for college and, you know, all the good things, show me new things,
right.
New experiences, new opportunities they giving me for this, you know, and I just thank everybody for it.
He talks about experience and opportunities. You've got so much experience on these coaching staffs that are around here. What do you look to take off of that and maybe lift your game up a little bit?
I just think
you got to have something that you can learn from these guys. There's some Tigers out here. There's some NFL
no, I'm
vets.
gonna listen to them. They taught me some stuff at the camp, so
that's true.
They're gonna teach me something for the game.
That's exactly right. So, is there any hesitancy knowing that you guys are playing some of the best talent that's anywhere?
Negative.
How you get? Look, he doesn't even let me. I
Negative.
love that he doesn't let me finish the question.
Negative.
I fear no one but God.
That's what
I'm coming with it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Ray, Lake Arthur and Crowley coming with it. You know
that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Look, lean to the camera. Say hi to somebody that's watching back at home.
What up,
my people?
What up, mama? What up, mama? What up, daddy?
If I could, everybody says hi, mom. I just look. I don't get it.
What up, the Butler family? What's down, Butler family? What's down, Wilson family? What up, all my family out there?
Look, I'm
From
telling
the hood,
you.
What's down? I know you're gonna see me on here.
I can't wait to see you guys with the pads on and see how this translates, because most people are a little more calm when they get behind the microphone. So if you have another level that you play at besides just this, dude, I'm in.
Oh,
way to go.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll be out at practice tomorrow. We'll have the drone out. We'll be getting some things going, and then we'll cover it, of course, Saturday, and look forward to seeing you guys
Yes,
go
sir.
get
Yes,
it.
Make sure you zoom in on me.
Yeah, zoom in on us.
I'm done. I got no.
Nice
Lake
meeting you,
Arthur Crowley in the house. Way to go. That's how you do it on a 2023 media night. The bar is getting set pretty high as we ramp things up. The West team has been pretty well represented tonight. Hope to get some guys off the East team in here. Got a couple more that are coming in here. Welcome to the show, fellas.
What's up, Coach? What's up?
There you go. So go ahead. Let's get this up here. And look into the camera. We'll start on this side and introduce yourself.
My name is Kamarion Baptiste from Peabody High School.
Okay.
Eric Warriors from Peabody High School.
See, that's one thing that we've noticed, and is that Central Louisiana is well represented in this without a doubt. You guys had a tremendous season this year. Brand new coach and just a new dedication to going out there, and you guys got after some people all year long.
Yes, sir. We had to. That's the only choice.
Put in that work.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. So it got you into a game like this because of the hard work. No stoppage in the hard work. What do you go out and put in today or tomorrow, the next couple of days, that says, hey, coaches, here's somebody for you?
I'm going to be an outstanding player.
You guys on the East or the West team?
You on the East. I'm West.
I'm the East.
So you're East. So finally, we've got a matchup from local players that are on the same team that are good. Look, the shots are being fired already. I love this. So what did you? So you guys have a lot of coaches here that have a lot of experience, both NFL and college. But your head coach is probably one of the most experiences there it is. How was that playing there?
I mean, we played the same position, so it was like he gave me the talent that he had,
right,
to give me the knowledge of the game. So it's for me to be here. So apparently he did something right.
Right. How about you?
He's a good coach.
Did he ever take it easy on y'all?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No.
We made it this far.
That's exactly right. What a great season that it was. Made it into the playoffs on there, and a lot of great things for Peabody in the future. But expecting big things this week. So tell me your positions again.
DB.
Okay.
Tight end.
who wins that battle? You cover because they said a DB can't cover a big tight end. Is that right? What do you
meet anybody?
I don't think
Anybody.
Ooh, looking forward to that matchup that's out there. Of course, one of the most talented players in our area played with you guys too, and he's here as well, along with one. I think you guys had 4
Yes,
from Peabody on there too. How is that divided up? Do you have a couple on each team, or
he the only person. He the only person.
what happened?
I don't know. I'm
y'all
gonna be a
just
dog
said
by myself.
y'all just so now you're saying that y'all gonna take the dub in this.
Nah.
What do you say?
I got dogs. That's all I got to say. We got dogs.
We got big dogs.
Look, the battle lines are being drawn here, and it's so great, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. The Warhorses are in the house, and it's certainly great to have you guys down here.
Yes, sir.
There you
Same
go.
to you.
We'll see you out there at practices and in the game on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Rolling through media night here. I think we'll take an opportunity. I don't know if we saw Coach Marcus and Coach Andy in here, looking for Coach Bryson and Coach Marcus to maybe see if we get in here. We'll rotate a couple of fellas in, and then we'll try to be on the lookout, and we'll take some of that into it. Get the headsets on the guys. And we'll take this moment to look into the camera and go ahead and introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? My name is Haji Brown. I'm from Como High, class of 2024.
Hang on, I'm going to flip. It seems like, yeah. Chuck, we're going to have to, we may switch this headset out as that one starts to fall. Do that again for me.
My name is Haji Brown, class of 2024, go to Como High,
There you-
Lafayette, Louisiana.
There you go. Lafayette just produced a lot of great football this year, too. It was so fun to watch. Go ahead and tell me, introduce yourself.
Jaden Sonye, Como High School, Lafayette, Louisiana.
So you guys teammates then.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Now, we just had a group here from Peabody. You guys from Como. Are you at least on the same side or on your own defense, different teams out here?
We're on the same side.
Yeah, we're on the same side.
Y'all are on
We
east
play
or west?
both. East. We with East.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which
You
one
with
it is.
East, bro. You with East, dude.
Well, there you, look, I'm gonna need you to keep him there with you on there. Tell me about how it is playing down there at Como this year. That Lafayette area, as we said, has a lot of great football in it.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of talent you're going against, and especially us playing in 5A football.
Right.
It was rough. I mean, we didn't have the season that we wanted, but we're rebuilding, so we knew what it was going to take for us to rebuild for the previous years. That's upcoming.
As seniors that are played in this game, what kind of legacy do you leave to those younger Como folks that are coming up?
You got it.
Well, the legacy that we lead is we want the younger kids to have something to look up to, because when we was coming up, we didn't have much to look up to. So we just want to make sure that they doing their work and got something going for themselves outside of football.
See, that's what Coach Andy and Coach Marcus and those guys preach about this game. Is it's not just about the talent on there. It's about character. It's about the grades. It's about doing that right thing. And he talked about leaving that on there.
Yeah.
You look at these coaches and some of these guys that are around here. What do you look to get off of them in this?
I look to everything they say. I try to listen, because where they came from, they know what they're talking about. So I try to take as much knowledge from them and use it on the field and for my future.
You guys are used to being out on the field all the time. What do you do to make the most of the time? Because you've got 108 with you two on the 108, 110 total that are just as talented and play just as hard. How do you go out and make the most of the time that you're out on the field?
Always be looking for the ball, no matter what the play is, and play with 100% of effort, and never take no plays off, because you never know when that play gonna be your last play.
Yeah.
Well, that's wisdom there. How important is impressing at practice, not just for game time, but all of these guys that are watching the film and the tapes on this?
I feel like it's more important for you to show out in practice, because that's the way you go get the ball. That's the way the coaches are going to know to look at you. So you go out, you shine in practice, they're going to know what to look for coming into the game Saturday.
What do you try to learn off of some of these other players that are out there? I mean, again, the word that you hear is best of the best on there. And for you guys to be playing in it, you're right there in that caliber as well. So what do you try to go out there and take maybe from another player?
Well, some players, they are really aggressive. Some aren't aggressive, but some things you want to take away from players, you want to learn their play style, because everybody has a different play style. and you want to learn how you can compete and get better at doing what you're supposed to do in your position.
I'll ask that same one to you.
Yes, sir. Same thing. You know, they got people with all kind of talent out here, so I try to take that from them. The good things, I learn the good things from them. The bad things, I learn what's opposite to do. So I do the opposite.
Have you met some guys that we've seen some folks that are rooming together that weren't? You guys have your teammates on there, so you have that familiarity too. How important is it to go out and meet some of these guys from around the way before you get settled in?
I think it's really important to engage and talk to other people because you never know when you're going to need them in life.
Yeah, because just going out and interact with people, have fun. You know, it's a good accomplishment that we made it to this place. You know, so go out, you learn from them. You make new friends.
There you go, and that's what we've seen throughout the years. Is that these relationships that are built here will continue on. Guys, you did a great job representing Como, and we expect nothing less than that throughout the week, and we're excited to be here following you guys. Thank you all for stopping by for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Como out of Lafayette in the house tonight. Have not had any from out of state that have made their way in here just yet, and we'll get that set up and going really quick, and again rotating some folks in through here. And the first line of business is to look into the camera and introduce yourselves.
I'm Isaiah Farley from Leesville High School.
Okay.
I'm Dakota Johnson from Oakdale High School.
There you go. Some more Central Louisiana being represented in there, and Oakdale, of course, not far from us. Leesville there, and great seasons, of course, for all of you. How's your excitement level about getting here this week and going against what we've termed the best of the best?
Yeah, that's what I came here for. I want to play against the best, and I want to show everyone I got what it takes.
I love the confidence that has been out here all night. And the beauty of it is we talked to some of the others out there. It gives an opportunity for an Oakdale and for Leesville to go up against the 5As and the bigger schools that are out there and say, you know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm here for a reason. Tell me about your thoughts on your experience this week.
I'm just hoping to get a lot of excitement, meet new people. You know, I come from a small school. We don't get to play against the best of the best every week. There's always a couple good players on each team. But this week I get to actually see what the best of the best look like.
What do you look to take from these coaches that are here that have the experience that they do?
Just letting them help me build my game and become a better person and teach me how to be a great person on and off the field, not just on the field the whole time.
What does it mean to you knowing that there's going to be coaches that are pouring more into your life than just football this week too? Because yes, everybody comes around football, but the 7-on-7 that's coming, I think tomorrow night, is just a tremendous event, and you'll have some of these coaches pouring into you guys in a non-football sense. Tell me about that.
So yeah, my coach always says he takes like the game to teach me how to be a better man in my life. And I feel like that's what these coaches are going to do, and it's always nice to get another perspective.
You've got one of the best down there in Leesville, and Coach Causey. He's look, that's we several years ago with he hit 4th and 1, he'd go for it. We started calling him Coach Kamikaze because it just seemed like he would get after it. But you can ask him a question and just sit the mic down because he's going to talk the rest of the time. Just a great man that's out there in Coach Causey. So you now get to see guys that have college experience. You get to see some guys that have NFL experience. There's one coach out here that's 5-0 in the bowl games too, and he says, we're going to have him on a little bit later, says he looks to go 6-0. Got to think, I think he's on Coach CJ's team is who that he's on. Which teams are you guys on?
I'm on the East squad.
East.
So y'all are set then, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes,
so it looks, so the pressure's on you guys not to break that, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
There you go. Look in the camera for me and give a shout out to who's back at home watching you.
I'd like to give out to a shout out. Well, they're here, my mom and my dad, but I also want to give out a shout out to like the rest of my family that's been supporting me this entire time that I've been in high school.
There you go. Your side from Oakdale all the way back to Oakdale.
Yes, sir. First my mama, and then all my family back in Oakdale. Like we say, this the O.
Indeed it is. Guys, thank you so much. Looking forward to following you some at the two-a-days the next couple of days, and then out at the game on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, what a night it is rolling on to be, having a great night in here on this Wednesday night. It is just the opening night of it. So we had the draft a little bit earlier this afternoon. The guys know their teams that they're on, and so we'll get some introductions. Go ahead and introduce yourself into the camera there.
I'm Colin Leger, and I played quarterback at Como High.
Had a couple of your teammates on here a little bit earlier that visiting. We'll get back to that in just a minute on your last name. Go ahead.
I'm Samuel Tullis from Acadiana Christian in Lafayette.
Quarterback, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Had some great numbers throughout your high school career.
Yeah.
What do you look to come and bring into this game?
Well, I like. I've been a very good dual threat on my my quarterback career. The past 3 years, I've been playing quarterback.
Right.
So I've been running a lot and passing a lot. So I'd like to show off both my throwing ability and my running capacity as well.
So many weapons in this game. How do you get the ball around?
Just take what the defense gives you. That's what my coaches already have always taught me what to do. So I'm just going to take what the defense gives me and try to spread it out as good as I can, you know.
That's tremendous. That's exactly the right thing, and we're looking for big things from you this weekend. So before we get going into the question for you, from Como, Leger is the name that we know, and it got butchered a little bit out there when they're calling out. How often does that happen?
It happens. It's pretty often around here. Everybody, it's either Leger or Legger. It's honestly it's a going joke around the team. They butcher it quite a bit, but over the years, I've taught them how to say it quite a bit.
But you're from Lafayette. You got to be able to say it. Look, the one thing that we've learned, how quickly you can get comments on our broadcast, is to mispronounce a name. So we're going to make sure that we try to get everybody's name. That's part of introducing. We've asked this question to everybody that's out here, and we'll continue through this. What do you look to get out of this week that catapults you to the next level?
I'm really just out here looking to pick some of the coaches' brains. I mean, I know y'all had a lot of college guys, a lot of college greats, just like Coach Randall, and they all had a lot of NFL guys. So I'm really just looking to be out here and pick their brains and just trying to learn as much as I can while I'm out here, and just focus on trying to be better as a quarterback because, I can learn a lot from Coach Randall. Just I've been under him and Coach Holden for 2 years now,
right.
And I've learned a lot from them. I had to rework my whole all my mechanics after my shoulder surgery. So it's been a journey the last 2 years being under them. But it's a blessing because just being able to sit there and pick their brains and after all they've been through and all they've seen, it's honestly just a blessing just to be here.
Well, Coach Randall is definitely one that you'll want to live. Were either of y'all alive when they had the Bluegrass Miracle? Or did you have to go back and watch that? Because he's old school now.
Yeah.
You didn't see it live?
When was it? Because I was probably pretty young because Coach Randall played in the early 2000s.
He did. He played in the early I think it was 2003 that it was. I'll have to check. Somebody online is telling me the correct year that it is. I know that. So you guys from the same area, had you met before?
We've never met before, but I know a lot of the people that have played on this team,
right.
And I've heard good things about him. So I'm looking forward to, playing against him and seeing what he brings to the table.
How do you two guys learn from each other this week?
Well, just during the practices, just seeing how other people will use their mechanics and throwing, just to try and pick up any pointers or tips that I can from all the other quarterbacks, and not just from the coaches. If I see them doing something really well, I'm going to ask the other quarterbacks about it, see
right.
if maybe I can add it to my own personal mechanics.
Always learning.
Yes, sir.
That's such good stuff. What's after high school? What's on the agenda for you? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to go to school, hopefully to play football somewhere.
You getting looks? What's
not anything official yet. I've talked to a couple of coaches in one particular school in the state, but
right.
I haven't really gotten anything like an offer yet.
Got a feeling that's going to change after this weekend. Something magical about playing in the All-American Gridiron Bowl. How about you after high school?
After high school, I'm really just looking to go play ball somewhere. I mean, after my junior season, like, recruiting kind of just exploded, and I just recently picked up my 9th offer from Culver Stockton, but I've been talking to a few big-name schools. I don't really want to name drop anybody.
I got
just
you.
throw it out there.
I feel you.
But it's been under wraps so far. But recruitment's going well.
So you're not ready to get the hats out Saturday at halftime like they do at that other bowl game, and let's put the hat on?
Not yet. It's a conversation I'm gonna have to have with my family, and we're gonna have to sit down one day and just discuss what's best for me in long term.
Great. Love to see the wisdom that you guys take out of this too. Great work. Look into the camera and tell somebody back at home hi.
Shout out to all my siblings. I've got one brother and 6 sisters at the house, so shout out to them.
How's the bathroom time? Y'all don't ever you don't get much of that, do you?
Yeah, not often.
not often. How about you back home?
I want to shout out my mom and my dad. I know they're at home watching, and I want to shout out all of my siblings. You know, being the baby of 6, it's tough growing up in the shadow a lot of the time.
Indeed it is. Guys, thank you so much. We're looking forward to big things from you from practice, and then, of course, on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thank
Guys,
you.
appreciate it. We'll see you.
Thank you, sir. You have a great one.
There you go. Just you learn a little bit more about these guys, and this is just it's a lot of fun, and that's why we jumped at the opportunity to make our way down here and come and be a part of this 2023 All-American Gridiron Bowl, and starting to make our way through a number of these. Don't forget, we're going to talk to some of the people that are behind this, that get the coaching going on, and just a little bit of everything on there. But right now we've got a couple of more of the players, so go ahead and let's introduce ourselves.
My name is Savion Moses from Tyoga High Charter, and I play on the O-line.
DeAndre Young. I'm a running back from Tyoga High Charter.
From Tyoga High Charter. So teammates through the years. How was it running the ball behind this fella? He looks like he could open a hole or two.
Yes, sir. He opened up a lot of holes. I ended my season with 4,096 rushing yards.
In your career?
In my career.
Okay, I was about to say that's a heck of a season out of there. That's awesome. What do you do to the guy, to the person that says Tyoga High Charter is a small school? Surely you can't come do it on a big stage. What do you say to that?
We had a great season last year and this year with the small team that we had.
Right.
So with the big team, behind us, we can do the same thing.
That's what I'm talking about. How is it knowing that you're going to line up against some guys that are just as big and as strong and as run blocking and pass blocking as you are?
It's going to be some good matchups, and I'm ready for it.
How about that big cat drill in the morning? You ready for that?
Yes, sir.
How you get fired up for something like that?
Just wake up and listen to some music.
Now, is he always that soft-spoken and gentle?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about on the field?
No.
No, not at all. What do you look to take out of the teammates that you have out here? You talk about coming to bigger school, bigger players. What do you pick up? Not only football, but friendships.
Yes, sir. I ain't got to really, get to know too many people, but the people I ran into, some cool kids.
Look, it amazes me when we start out these on day one, and you'll see a few people together. And after the game on Saturday, you can't get the game won't end because everybody's taking pictures together and hanging out and visiting with each other. The camaraderie that you develop out of this is great, but you'll see a lot of work on our offensive and defensive linemen because you're getting some of these college and pro techniques taught to you. What do you look to learn out of this?
I look to get all I can out of it and see a lot of media people and a lot of good people that went to the NFL as well.
Did you guys go over there and play pool any?
No, sir.
No, you hadn't got in there.
We won't know how to play pool.
Oh, well,
Nah.
Look, I'm terrible at it, too. I say that I know how and don't. Anyway.
I'm good at it.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
You just hadn't went over there and got into it yet.
not
There's
yet.
plenty. It's gonna be a long week. So you're both from Tyoga High Charter. East, West, or both on the same?
Both on the same.
Which? The East, I'm finding the East is a little stacked this year. It's great coaching and all of that. So are you ready to look in here and guarantee an East victory?
For sure.
For sure. Wow. How about that? How about you?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Look, the gauntlet is laid down, West team. The East team is in the house. Looking at the camera for me, tell somebody back home hello.
Hello to all my people back home and all my family.
I'd like to shout out to my mom, my dad, my coach, and all my supporters and people that's behind me.
There you go. Looking forward to seeing big things from you over the next couple of days in practice and then in the game on Saturday. Del High Charter in the house here on Media Night. Guys, thank you.
You're welcome.
There you go, rotating folks in. And we talked about that a little bit. We talked about that a little bit, how guys that know each other filter in and stay close together, and come Saturday, they're branching off and meeting a couple of new guys. And so no stranger to that. Go ahead and introduce, and this is kind of a specialty. Go ahead and introduce yourselves for me.
My name is Jaden Gersey McDonald. I'm from Canada, specifically Niagara, Ontario. And
I'm Carson Gersey. That's my cousin. Just excited to be here.
So for those of you that are just joining in, yes, this is the All-American Bowl. I noticed a little bit of an accent on there. If you didn't catch that, you guys aren't from down around I-10 or I-20 here in the Lafayette and Baton Rouge area, are you?
yeah, no, I'm not. He's from down here, born and raised, but yeah, I was born in Canada.
What was it that got your attention? Was it the connection here that got you in?
Yeah, it was the connection. He was playing in the Junior Bowl, right? So I got a late invite. We sent in my film and whatnot, right? Now I'm here. Let's make it happen.
Went to Canada for my first time ever this year. It was beautiful and loved being up there. Okay, so football in the South is special. I mean, the Louisiana, Texas, Florida, Mississippi. How does a guy from hockey country come down here and handle all of this? And I'm giving you grief. I'm just firing you up. Don't think that, but I want to hear how do you do this?
So I've been down to like America for some like Battle 7v7 tournaments and whatnot, right? So I kind of understand what I'm getting myself into, and I'm up for it, and I like it. You know what I mean? I like the challenge. I know how serious you guys take it, like down here, right? And I love that, right? I wish that like it was like that a little bit more in Canada. Unfortunately, we don't have that culture going yet. I think it's slowly growing, especially with the CFL and guys from America coming down and making money in the CFL, right? But yeah, for a kid like me to come down here, like it's just honestly a great opportunity, and like I'm really excited and I'm just ready to compete, right?
So here's two things that I want to say out of this. One, on the broadcast, I'm going to say right at the end of everything. I just love this. This is great. You may not know you do that. You say right at the end of that. But hang on, I'll slow down for you too. What do they say when you look? I'm from Canada. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get the MVP and take it back up there with me.
Yeah, that would be pretty special, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna go out there, compete, do my thing, right? And just forget where everyone's from, right? Once we throw on the pads and we're playing football, none of that even matters.
Look, that's some great wisdom down there. Now, you said born and raised in here. Where are you from?
Youngsville, Louisiana.
Okay. And so you were in this one first and got the word out, or how did the connection?
Well, so Jaden wants to play football in the States. Okay. So I got invited to the Junior Bowl, and we thought that it would be a great opportunity for him to come play down in the States and get that recognition from colleges in the States.
Indeed. And look, there's a number of them that are out here that you'll get there. Tell me your positions again.
I play quarterback.
Okay.
8th grader. He's a running back.
I play running back and wide receiver.
Okay, looking forward to it. So you're in the junior high game?
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
Stand up.
Yeah, he's got
an
inch on me.
Look, this is ridiculous. You got to get over here and stand over here beside him. I'm gonna let him hang on just a second. Look, this is unconventional, but it's our show. So look, this is ridiculous. So on the left, you're playing in the 2 o'clock junior high game.
Yes, sir.
And he's playing in the. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm looking forward to watching it. So we will cover that game on there too. But look, I'm sitting here looking at the two seniors that are playing in this game, and man, he's an 8th grader. Look, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's it's great to look forward to. So what do you look to get out of this? It's just an 8th grader that will catapult you into your high school career.
Just competition, being around. You know, it's called the Junior All-American Bowl game for a reason. It's the best junior high kids from the state of Louisiana. So it's just just getting the good competition around me and just competing and just playing.
Eighth
playing
grader.
the game of football.
Eighth
Yes, sir.
grader. Now, do you drive? Do you drive to practice?
No, sir.
This
I drive my golf cart around every once in a while.
Of course you do. What do you got a lot of NFL and college coaches that are down here. Your experience in all of this, and just tell me about the non-football side of what you bring into this tonight.
The non-football side that I bring into this, I would say, is just growth and development as a person and believing myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and I think that's the whole aspect of trying to get an opportunity down here, because, like, I do have Canadian offers, and, like, I would play Canadian football, but, like, it would just be that much more special if I got to do it in something that was a culture that's going to elevate me as a person and grow me as a person. You know what I mean?
Goes back to that earlier question. What's a guy from Canada think? How does he think he can come down here and compete? I'm looking forward to seeing it. Look, this is going to be great. You
Yes,
sure
sir.
you're not going to try to get in that senior game tomorrow?
Hey, if they let me put the jersey on, I'll put it on.
You're not scared of a thing, are you?
Oh, no, sir.
I'm looking forward to that 2 o'clock game. Guys, thank you so much. Looking forward to following your young career. This is
Yes,
great.
sir. Yes,
and
sir.
then you,
Thank you.
down here. Yes, sir. That I catch myself as just my mind blown out of that. Someone from Canada coming down here to compete, but the young 8th grader that is in here. Look, if you guys tell me that y'all are 8th graders playing in the junior high team game too, I'm going home. This is crazy. Y'all saw how big he was as an 8th grader?
Yes, sir.
That's ridiculous. Go ahead, introduce yourselves for me.
I'm Darion Jenkins.
Hang on, hold on. There you go.
My name is Darion Jenkins, and I go to Salmon High School.
From where? Where'd you go?
Salmon High School.
Okay, Salmon.
I'm Diego Spears, and I go to Dutchtown High School.
There you go. Tell me about your season this year at Dutchtown.
We had a pretty good run this year.
Right.
We're the farthest that any assistant parish schools made it in the playoffs. We made 4th round, but unfortunately we lost to Zachary.
A lot of folks lose to Zachary. What a battle that was. Them in the title game on there too. But that Division I non-select was as spirited and tough a division as you'll find. You played the best of the best week in and week out in that with the league games and the playoff games and the Rustons and the Zacharys and all of those that you play. How does that carry into coming out here this weekend, arguably against some of the best in Louisiana and around the Gulf Coast?
It really helps, because you're going against such great talent the entire year.
Right.
So it really builds up your physicality and your mental, because football is a really big mental game, especially going against those tough teams. Somebody like Zachary too, they're a championship kind of program.
Indeed, they are, Coach Brew and that group. As they'll tell you, it's all about the Z.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that quick. Tell me about Salmon this year.
We had a pretty good season. We made it to the playoffs, and we lost the second round to Zachary.
What is it about Zachary? Right.
I don't know.
Right. Now, they had a really good team, but again, when you get up into that Division I where it's at, week in and week out, you're doing battle. The question I asked him a little bit earlier, how do you carry that in here? What do you learn from some of these other guys that maybe you've played against? Now you get a chance to play alongside of.
Yes, sir. When you go against talent like that, most of the time it could carry on to this week because you could build your skills up throughout the season going through that kind of competition.
What does this week look like? The 2 days, the next couple of days, it'll be your first set of experiences in a college-style atmosphere. The game will be played under the college rules. The practices will be colleges. And look, I'll tell you, some of these coaches out here are going to try to get somebody, Coach Andy talked about somebody throwing up, somebody wanting to quit. They're testing your heart in this. What do you do? How do you respond to that?
And just put my head down and work. I don't worry about anything else.
Just you?
Yes, sir.
And just your work?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. How about you? When they're out to see what you've got, because it's not necessarily how many times you keep going, it's how you get up from being knocked down. How do you respond to that?
I mean, really just got to put in the effort, grind, push through it. Never you just can't give up.
Right. Did you guys know each other before?
No, sir.
Never? So that's an interesting dynamic. You're both on the same team here?
Yes, sir.
What are you, the West or the East?
I'm on West. I'm on West, too.
Okay, so now the East has talked a lot. I mean, they looked in there and guaranteed that the East was going to win that. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to come work for it if they really want it.
They ain't gonna get it easy.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. And I have a tendency to try to stir some things up for everybody else. The coaches, we do a show back home called Coach Speak because we can't get the coaches to say anything except we're going to block and we're going to tackle and try to protect football. I don't want to hear that. I want to stir the controversy out there. I say that jokingly. What do you go out there and try to do in the practices? Because you'll get just as much attention in a practice as you will in the game with all the eyes on you around the week.
Well, I always try and go find the best person to go against them
Right.
and see what I have to work on myself, and I'll build off of those skills.
You're not so you're not trying to find a lesser opponent, and there's not any idea. Good luck finding that, and try to pad some stats. You want to go be the best and beat the best. Is that what?
Yes, sir. Even if I lose, I could know things that I could work on, or if I do beat them, that would be good for me too.
I'm going to line up in the trend. No wonder y'all are excited about that West team over there. How does that make you feel knowing that you got a guy that's got your back like that?
You know, it makes me feel real good because, you know, I just know that I have teammates that want to get better and trying to improve themselves as well.
Right.
So that just pushes me more to prove myself and really just try to get the best I possibly can out of myself.
What does post-high school look like for you? How's the offers? What's going on?
I got some interest from Southeastern, Northwestern, and Nicholls State, and I have an offer from LCU.
LCU, look, Coach Drew Maddox in that group up there, and I don't know if that's not a recruiting violation because I don't have anything to do with the college, so I can do that on there. Something special this year. They won the first district championship since they've been there in years. So a great thing with Coach Drew Maddox, and as someone that is representing the government in Pineville. We'd love to have you up there without a doubt. That's my shameless plug. Attitude. How about you?
I'm still a junior, so I have an offer for the Grambling already, and I'm waiting for the next recruiting process to start back up.
So now I can't talk to you about anything because I'll get everybody, all of us, in trouble on that. But one of the only two juniors that were in here, and so you guys will be able to take part in practice but can't play in the game.
Yes, sir.
Why? Tell me that.
I want to see where my skills are now going against competition.
See, I know the answer already before I asked you, and I knew you'd have it. So you've got one more year at Salmon.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. We're going to follow a lot of you. Look at the camera and say hi to somebody that's back home.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mom.
There you go. Look, having a blast here tonight. Guys, thank you. Dutchtown, Salmon in the house. Both represent the West, and the gauntlet's been laid down. The East said that they don't even need to play the game because they've got it. But I don't believe that.
They're going to have to work for it. We're going to see.
We're not going to lay on our backs.
That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Guys, thank you so much. We'll talk to you in just a bit. Rolling right along on this Wednesday night. This is the longest that we've been on air without a commercial, I think, in our entire lives, and glad to have it there. Coach Andy Bryson, Coach Marcus Randall, and all of the crew here at Jace Lejeune. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this. Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. We are 446 Sports, and glad that you are here and being a part of this. Our YouTube is up all the time, so it's going to be archived on there. Guys are settled in. Introduce yourselves for me, if you will.
My name is Isaiah Grant. I go to Isidore Newman, and I play linebacker.
There you go.
My name is Cameron Wilson. I go to Airline High School, D-line, outside linebacker. Really flexible.
East, West, what's
Team East.
Team East.
Okay, so Team East has been the most confident tonight. Let's see if we can throw that out there. I know you guys haven't got to practice any. You heard the names called out, and some of it. I recognize that name. I recognize that name on there. How's it feel knowing that you guys are about to have 4 big practice sessions, 12 hours of practice, and a ball game with some of the best this state has to offer?
I'm honestly excited. Like, this is the first time I've had a 3-hour practice and 2 3-hour practices at that. So
in the same day. Yeah, and then wake up and go get 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. It's just new experiences, new things to learn.
There you go.
I feel great, honestly. I'm just ready. Just ready to get after it with new people. Like, it's always good to meet new people and play with new people all across the world, so I'm just ready.
Yeah.
Look, and that's interesting, too, because we have had more players from outside of Louisiana now that I think we've ever had. A good influence from Florida in there. Talked to the young man that was from Canada just a bit earlier. And I asked him point blankly on the two, and a lot of it was tongue-in-cheekly because it's just in jest that we do a lot of the things that we do. But football in the South is tradition and it's pride. How does that feel knowing when you go out there and you guys are playing against everybody else that has that same type of pride? It's going to be a war.
Yeah, but I mean, I got confidence in our state, confidence in our people. You know, one of the best football states, so
yeah,
I really feel good. Feel good about it.
Yeah, same. Just harping off what he was saying, like we feel good about it. The pride's there. Like Team East, though. We want to take it home.
Team East runs it.
See, I told you guys that it says. So has the I don't know if it has the media died down a little bit since you graduated one of your more famous recruits over the last couple of years. Now that he's gone.
You talking about ours?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, a little bit, but we still have the media all around. But you know, him being our quarterback, the #1 quarterback in the nation.
That's right.
People coming to our practices, recording us, like news stations every day, like Friday night, people coming in from out of state just to see him. You know, the media died down a bit, but
you go back further than that.
Yeah.
The mystique of is just it's a tradition down there, and so what do you take out of that and bring to something like this?
It's really an honor, really, since I'm like sort of continuing on the path that was paved for me. It was like going to that school, being coached by Nelson Stewart. He was just like, he kind of paved the way for me, especially because it's like the first year I really started playing football because I play basketball.
Right.
And he harped on me all the time. You know, you got the body, you got the size, speed, please play football, blah, 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 all that. So,
recruiting the hallways. That's exactly right.
So I took his word for it, and, you know, now I'm here. And I'm doing good things with it.
What is life after high school? Basketball, football? What do you?
Football, 100%.
So how long have you been playing football?
Spring.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Spring.
No, I was on the team last year, but I was like really only on special teams. I really didn't know the thing. But like spring, I was cramming in all the knowledge, all the workouts I could get into it. And like spring football was like the first time I like really.
Right.
So and now it's just like.
Besides just going to the basket and dunking over him, is that goodness gracious? We're looking forward to seeing how that develops. So all the way up the other side of the state is Airline. You got to be the two of the furthest teams away from each other.
That's a long
and now
way.
here you develop this bond that's here, and you're playing for the same East squad on that. What does that mean to you?
It just means like you can really be a people person. Like it doesn't matter how you meet them, where you meet them. If you're just a people person, you can connect with anybody. You can build a bond with anybody. So it's really good.
After high school, how's it looking? What do the offers look like? And what's
Centenary, Hendricks.
Centenary right there in Shreveport, where you guys are at. Okay.
Bunch of Arkansas teams. I mean, I'm just really loving it. Looking forward to keep playing the game, doing what I love.
It's a good process. What do you look to do out of this week?
Get new knowledge from new people.
Right.
And make a connection with the coaches and the people and all the players. You know, this is something you can't get twice, so make the most of it.
Looking forward to following and looking at your decision on there, and that goes. What about you? Offers? What's kid that's been playing just since the spring?
Yeah.
How does that? Did you say Centenary?
Yeah, I got Centenary as well.
Look, I can see. I don't even need to do this. I can see where this is going. Centenary Young. What is it? Their second year of football?
Yeah.
That they've had out there.
They had a really good year.
And then now they're reaching all the way they're local, and then all the way down in New Orleans. And wow, that's any basketball, football opportunities for you anywhere?
Nah,
or are you just going to play football?
I gave up them hoop dreams a good bit ago.
I got you. Well, somebody that's still dreaming on back there watching, give a shout out to some single dudes before this is over with.
No,
but not you.
Gotta show the love. Gotta show the love.
Indeed. How about you? Look at the camera for us and tell somebody hi.
Shout out to my family, my mom, dad, DJ Journey, Brandon, Anthony, Seth, Flip, all my guys supporting me from back at home, and shout out to my girl as well.
Hey.
See, that you just might have set a precedent. So from Airline to New Orleans, both on the East, both offered by Centenary, and both looking to secure a victory for the East. We'll see what happens over the next few days, guys. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This has turned out to be just a very knowledgeable evening. Of course, we will have the game for you Saturday on that is on pay-per-view. The game is, you'll have to go to the Gridiron football page and get that, but 446 Sports will be bringing that to you. We'll have the junior high game at 2 o'clock, as well as a lot of great videos from the next couple of days' practices. But right now we're going to get some introductions, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Lawrence Rivers. I'm from Chiefland, Florida.
All right, there you go.
All right, I'm Zeke Carwile, and I'm from Huntsville, Alabama.
So we've had a host of Louisiana guys in here, because here we are, and now we've got Florida and Alabama that are in the game for us on there. What do you say? Oh, I start. Are y'all both on the same East or West, or what are you on?
We're both on the same team.
Which one?
We're both on Coach Andy's team.
Is that the East? So that's the East?
Yes, sir.
Well, the East is, so I'm not saying the Coach Andy had manipulated, but all the Escambia kids are on the one. I mean, he went out and got kids that had played together. I think there's a little something to that. But what brings a Florida guy and an Alabama guy over here to compete against the best of the best?
I wanted to see the competition level over here.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's pull that down just a little bit. There you go.
I just wanted to have, another opportunity to play another game for my high school career, and this is another shot that I had. So I was, able to take it, so I wanted to.
All right, so what do you guys say to those Louisiana guys that say Louisiana has the best high school football athletes here? I'm lobbing this one up to you.
You're lobbing it up?
Yes, this should be good. So what say you?
For me, I don't know. Alabama did beat LSU this year.
Get out.
But I'm,
Get out.
But I'm an Auburn fan.
Get
so
out.
I cry myself to sleep every night.
Yeah, that's a tough one on there. So you saved yourself from there.
But look, I was just being honest.
No, it's fun. And anything that we bring out here is truly in jest, most of it. What do you say all the way from Florida? What brings you over here?
Like he said, he wanted another year of high school football, so I wanted to do the same thing.
What's life like after high school football for you? How's the offers look? What's going on there?
I got an offer from Gallaudet University,
okay,
Washington.
Okay,
could go with him a little bit, cause I got him lost a little bit.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay. Then
I'm like half deaf, so that's a good school for me to go to.
That's really amazing. That's such a great story. That's that is really good. What's some of the things that you've faced when you've had to line up and play?
About him?
Yeah.
Like I can't hit a whistle.
Okay.
So like I really go out for what people do like on the field.
Right.
So
okay.
if somebody else stop, I'm gonna stop too.
Now, what position do you play?
I play linebacker.
Linebacker. Okay. So you're having to watch everything that's going on there and playing to the whistle. You have to play a different brand of. Man, that's going to be something great. I really appreciate what it is that you do and what you bring to the game.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So, Alabama, you told us that you're there. How many folks you got back home watching that's looking to see what you can do?
Probably a lot. I hope it's a lot. I hope I've made a crowd, but I'm excited. So
what's life after high school? What's the offer list looking like, or what are you looking to improve your stock out of this week?
Well, I have a lot of small schools, and I think it's awesome. It's another opportunity to play. I'm also wrestling with a call to ministry, which is pretty cool. So if I'm able to tangle all that up and have football with it, I think that's a dream come true for anybody coming from a small town like me and Lickskillet, Alabama, and Hazel Green. So
I'm sorry, where?
In Lickskillet, that's what I've called it. But it's in the middle of nowhere. It's Hazel Green, Alabama.
So
but
it's not really Lickskillet.
It's not Lickskillet. No.
That sounds something like something off of Footloose or one of those movies. That's just fantastic. So I want to go back to what you said about your time and if it ties into the ministry on there somehow, and what 446 Sports is founded off of. It's the verses in Ephesians 4, verse 4 through 6 is what our life is, and it's about our calling, and it's not about football, and it's not about broadcasting, but it's about salvation under God. And I just want to tell you, win, lose, or draw, no matter what happens, proud of you, young man.
Yes,
you're welcome on anything that we ever do.
Yes, sir.
Great work there. And so these practices that are set up for tomorrow, have you ever practiced anything like the 3-hour practices that y'all are going to have?
Like
You've got 3-hour practices. Have you done that before?
Yes, sir.
Y'all do that? Oh,
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. It's tough over
Like,
there.
not practice, but we do like an hour in the weight room.
Right.
Then go to the field for like 2 hours.
Y'all guys are going to be out there for 3 hours, take a break, and then come back for 3 more hours on that too. And then you get to come back and do it again Friday. So are you ready for that? Are you able to come out there and just and give it your all in that?
Yes, sir. I'm ready right now.
He's ready. Look, he'll go do
I'm
it
ready right now.
Is this? And so you guys clearly didn't know each other before tonight.
No, sir.
You had the opportunity to talk a little bit and get to know each other.
They're my roommate.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
So what is that like? You're going to be able to take home something with you from here that has nothing to do with football whatsoever, other than football is the game that brings folks together.
Yes, sir.
But you meet somebody that without the game of football, you never would have had.
Right.
So what does that do for you?
Build up a friendship. So, like, if I was ever to go to Alabama, I'd be like, hey, man, you trying to hang out, get some food or something?
Right.
In downtown Lickskillet.
In Lickskillet, Alabama.
That's right. So how about you coming over here? And, again, I don't know if there's you're the only player from Alabama over here?
I think so.
So
I believe that's right.
There's a chance that you had to come meet somebody new.
Yes, sir. That was my only opportunity. I know
Well,
my dad. My
see?
dad's in another hotel, so this is all brand new to me.
Well, there you go. And you know me, and you know that's Chuck over there.
Okay.
So look,
Hey,
they're
nice
just
to meet you.
the
Good to
friendships
see you.
are adding up. Guys, look back in the camera and tell somebody back home hi.
Hey, Mom.
There you go. All the way back to Lickskillet,
Hey,
Alabama.
Mom. Hey, how y'all doing? I know y'all are at the beach right now, but hey, hope y'all are watching.
Wow. So let me, one last question. I'll get you out of here, too.
Yes.
You guys up there at Auburn can't make up your eagle or whatever. What is the actual mascot? What are we doing?
You know, we're Auburn Tigers.
Right.
But we say War Eagle.
I know. Why?
Because we're from Alabama.
You heard it here first.
War Eagle.
You heard it here first. Got a group back home that
That don't make
sponsors.
sense, though. Like,
Huh?
I don't know why
I don't
either,
know.
but it's great.
See,
You know?
it's no story, more story tradition. It's one of many that I've got 2 friends that both graduated from Auburn, and we ask them that same question every time we get together.
Do they know?
They don't have a clue.
Okay,
They
cool.
just say the same thing, War Eagle. And so I was like, well, that
Absolutely.
doesn't answer my question.
Oh,
Guys,
that's just a greeting.
thank you so much. I'm not ever going to say it, though. So I'll say
Well, you
go
did,
Tigers,
so.
but we know what we mean down here on the Bayou. So, guys, thank you so much.
Yes,
Looking
sir.
forward to seeing you the next couple of days.
Yes,
check
sir.
out Tieflin, Florida.
There we go.
There you go. There you have it. Look, just having it. Hang on, before we get some of the guys, I've got a legend that I got to get over here real quick. I've got to get the man and the myth and the legend, and we'll get him settled down and sitting in here with us, joining us just a moment. And I say a legend because how many Gridiron football games have there been?
Well,
Hang on, turn because this is some wisdom, and everybody needs to hear this. How many have there been?
This is actually number 6. One year we didn't play.
Okay, so there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And you've been coaching for all 5 of those
Yes,
years.
sir.
How many years have you been on the winning team?
Every year.
No, I said out of 5 of them, how many have you been? 5, 2, 3. So
all 5.
And you're coaching which team this year?
I'll be with the East with Coach C.J. Maiden and a bunch of host of veteran coaches.
And a bunch of very spirited players. Because I'm telling you, I don't know that you guys have talked very long to your squad, but they're as fired up as what I would expect. Because nobody motivates those guys as much as Coach JT
Ain't no
does.
doubt about it. I've been around the whole room, and each kid I've walked to them one by one. I introduced myself to them, and I have fun every year just motivating the kids, seeing where their head is, and telling them about our bowl game. You know, Andy puts on a great show here, does it first class. He does a lot of things for the kids, you know.
Right.
And so far, it looks like we've got a great competitive group. I just look forward tomorrow to seeing these one-on-ones, seeing what these kids got.
All right, speaking on one-on-one, you've got one on each hand. Chuck, let's see what this – look, I can segue as good as anybody in the business. I'm going to tell you, those are Gridiron football. Where's the other 3?
They're somewhere probably in a box.
You got no room for them. I need one. I somehow have to figure this out. But that's what they're playing for is these Gridiron football championships. Man, I joke about it, but a perfect 5 for 5. There's nobody else that has that record.
Jonathan Collins. I gotta give Coach Collins.
I saw Coach Collins out there.
Two of us that are 5-0, and he's on my team. So hopefully we'll go 6-0 this year.
Oh wow, this is so you've had him with you there the entire time.
Every time.
On there. Head coaches have come and gone. Honorary coaches have come and gone. You guys are the glue that holds it all together.
We try.
Oh wow! So how is Andy missing the way that y'all need to be on separate teams?
Well, he almost did it last year with something, and I thought it was going to happen this year. But I'm glad to be coaching with Coach Collins. Coach Collins does an outstanding job of motivating kids and coming up with schemes and stuff during this bowl game. Man, I love him to death, man, and we just been good together.
We say this every single year, but this is the most talent that I've seen. These guys, I've watched the tape. We're going through the list, and the first pick all the way down to pick 50, 51, 52, whatever it was. And you're like, wow, wow, wow. And Coach Andy said before the game, it doesn't matter if you're 50, if you're 1, if you're 20, whatever it is, everybody's champions.
Absolutely.
These are guys that have the opportunity to go to college, and that's what it's about.
Well, I was just talking to one of the kids from Neville. He's got a 24, the linebacker, Vincent Butcher, 24 on his ACT, 3.8 average.
You can go wherever you want to go. You can go wherever you want to go.
He's going to sign. Somebody's
right.
going to sign.
That's right.
You know, so.
I'm trying to get somebody to get the hats at halftime like they do on the other ones and say, this is where I'm going.
That's
you
right.
got to work on that. We got to get that
You're
Saturday
right.
in the game.
Absolutely.
And have one of those commitments
Well,
on
you
there.
know we have a TCU commit here, the Houghton kid from Sterlington.
Yep.
And I was fortunate enough to coach his uncle, Gary Houghton, at Jonesboro, and just a small world, man. A great kid. I got a chance to meet him. And
he'll go join Bud Clark out of Alexandria that's over there at
Right,
TCU.
right.
So talked to Bud earlier this year. We did.
He signed a great kid.
He's awesome.
Oh, yeah, he
yeah.
is.
That we're looking forward to a big thing and seeing just the talent this week. And you guys do such a great job of taking folks that don't know anything about your schemes, putting it all together, and going out there and playing a fantastic ball game.
I just try to keep it simple, make it fun, and make it interesting so the kids will come have a good experience to go back and tell the other kids. And we had 2 kids this year that played in the All-American game last year, the quarterback from Franklin Parish, the receiver from Vidalia, and they were on Randy Moss's show. You know,
Yep, saw that.
They had the combo, and they came back down this year to speak to the kids. A lot of times you can't get kids
How cool
to come
is
back.
that?
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Look, it's there's so much more to life than football, but football does so much for life.
Brings us together, man.
Absolutely does. Coach JT, thank you. Looking for
Appreciate
you guys
it,
to if it's from pure enthusiasm alone, the East team wins this thing. But let me tell you
6-0,
something.
6-0.
Let me tell you, the West team, to quote the great Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. The West team says, hold on, West and W start.
I hope they're motivated. I want their best.
Well, you're going to get it. Coach JT, 5-0, one of only 2 coaches that are undefeated in their Gridiron Bowl game history on there. Looking forward to another big one from you.
Thanks, man.
We'll talk
Thanks,
to you
man.
soon. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Chuck, we'll rotate some more of the kids in here. The young men, they're not kids by any means. Goodness gracious. These guys are doing such a fantastic job of getting in here. Guys, what's happening? All right, so we'll get those headsets on and we'll look into the camera and introduce ourselves to the folks that are watching at home.
Dwayne Mills, Saddle High School.
And position.
Oh, DB.
There you go.
Jacoby Jefferson, Salma High School, athlete.
Athlete, there you go. Now, what is that wide receiver, quarterback? How is that athlete designation?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's running back, safety, corner.
Wherever they need you?
Wherever they need me. So sorry, next week.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir,
What do
yes,
you
sir.
look to come out and do this week? What's your position of prayer? Where are they looking at you?
Running back.
Is it running back?
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to seeing that. Schools that are out there looking.
Yes, sir.
What are you seeing? What are you hearing from?
Pretty much talk to every school in Louisiana.
Right.
Just because number 3 in the state right now for rushing.
Right.
So it's just been kind of iffy on wherever I want to go, but I'm just making it the best I can.
Big offensive line that's going to be out there for you too. How's that light you up knowing that how special that's going to be?
Yes, sir. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I think it's a great opportunity to showcase my talent, to showcase how good those guys are, and I got to make them look good.
There you go. So from your side of it, what do you look to come out here and learn, and what are the schools that you're looking at?
I just got offered from Kentucky Christian University.
Okay.
Like an hour ago.
An hour ago. See how coming and being a part of this does it? You just got drafted onto a team, and look there. No, I'm kidding. I'm certain you did that way before us. Any other offers that you have out there?
I got a couple small schools like Marytown, Massachusetts.
Right.
A couple of small
It's a long
schools.
way to go.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Coach. I'm not trying to get in your business. That's a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm from Boston, though.
Oh, are you really?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
it's going back home. What brought you down here?
My family, my
Did they?
grandmother. Yeah.
Okay.
When Katrina happened.
Right?
Yeah, I had to
Okay.
come to help her.
How long have you been back here from Boston?
Oh, like 12 years.
Okay, all right. So you've been down here a good
Yeah,
while.
so I'm kinda used to it.
So getting back to Massachusetts isn't going to be a thing. How is it when that phone rings and it's somebody saying, "Hey, this is Coach there. I'd love to talk to you."
So it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it's a great opportunity. It's just a blessing. So you just got to take what you get and make the best of it.
How has, well, I don't know that I've asked this question at all tonight, but I'm going to ask it to you guys. How is the transfer portal and COVID year? And this goes back a ways because high school recruiting got thrown in an uproar with the COVID year, with the transfer portal, which I don't want to get on that soapbox here, but I don't like it. But anyway, what does that do for you when recruiting comes around? Because, I mean, these coaches, you don't know what's out there. You've got to go out there and impress every time, but there's so much inconsistencies with it. What do you do?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you just got to play with a chip on your shoulder. I mean,
Right.
I just see it like another obstacle just to beat. That's just how I treat it.
You been doing that?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about on there, too. When the phone rings and when it was Kentucky Christian on there, what's that feeling that comes up? Was the first time you talked to him, or
Yes,
had
sir.
you been talking to him?
I've been talking to him for a couple weeks now.
And this is where the offer was?
Yes, sir.
When do you make a decision on something like that? What's the process?
The process, just wherever God takes me at this point. Yeah.
Well, I've heard a lot of that tonight, and I love that. The young man from Alabama said he wants to try to find a way to incorporate college with his love for the ministry. And that's one thing that Coach Andy and everybody, when we do the 7-on-7 tomorrow night, which is not the football 7-on-7, you guys will do some of that earlier, but the 7-on-7, the coaches that are pouring into your guys' lives, how does that make you feel knowing that this is not just about football, but it's about a much bigger thing?
Yes, sir. It's wonderful, and it's a great experience knowing that there's other things outside of football that contribute to the game. And it builds a deeper love for it, and it shows you the appreciation that goes into this sport and how it changes people's lives.
Look, that is, man, I'm getting so much. And I've asked a number of players tonight, what do you expect to get out of this week? Never thinking that there was a lot of stuff for me to get out of this week. But seeing just you guys that are our future leaders that have such encouraging stances on the future in a time where there's opportunities to just get down on things. You guys aren't doing that at all. You're out there coming together for the love of football. Right. What do you take from friendships? You guys, did you know each other before?
Yes, sir. We've been knowing each other for a long time.
Playing since great ball.
Oh, wow. What does it mean coming here together and being a part of this? Are y'all on the same west or east?
Well, we're on east, opposite sides.
He's on east, I'm on
east.
west.
Oh, here we go. Finally, we got
Yes, sir,
somebody
yes, sir.
that's not on the same side. So east and west? Or is that backwards?
Opposite,
East and west?
Yes, sir.
See, I was looking at the camera. No, I wasn't. I messed it up. So now the east has Coach JT, who was here just a minute ago, Coach CJ Maiden, Coach Collins and Coach JT are perfect 5-0. And they're coaching the east. And so they're saying they're going 6-0. You guys from the west have told me that you can't spell west without dub in front of it.
Oh,
so
yeah, nah. We're going to change the script this year.
how about that?
Just a shame. Just a shame.
Look, we look forward to visiting with you guys a little bit more. Anytime you see us come up and say hi, we'll have the camera going. But here's your opportunity to look at the camera and say hi to somebody back home.
Sir, I'm going to go first. Hey, Mom. Hey, Grandma. Love y'all.
There you
Hey,
go.
Mom. Hey, people in Boston. Love y'all.
See, there you have it. How was Christmas?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Oh,
it was wonderful. Actually got to go up there to PRCC. They officially offered me.
Really?
So yes, sir. It was just perfect. It was,
Look, what a
gift
Christmas.
come through.
So I asked that earlier, too, and I jump around a lot. Just have to deal with that's my brain is that way on there. What's the decision-making process like for you? You've got the offers that you have out there. When do you sit back and say, you know what, this is it. This is what we're doing?
Yes, sir. It's a big thing, and I don't know how to really explain this. It's just another opportunity that you just got to weigh wherever God wants to push your heart to, and it's something special. It's really something special, and it's a privilege that a lot of kids don't get to have. So you just have to make the best of it.
Well, if something jumps on you this week and you want to do it during the game on the show, let me know, and we'll make that happen for you, too. Guys,
Yes,
thank
sir.
y'all so
Yes, sir.
much.
Thank
It's
you.
been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Nice
Looking
meeting you,
forward
Coach.
to seeing you. You guys are wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Rolling right along through the night. We're having a great time. Look, we're going to get the president and CEO and proud new hold on. I feel like I'm getting surrounded by these guys, and this is great. You won't meet two finer people that give back more to our high school students and football than Coach Andy Bryson and Coach Marcus Randall. Coach Marcus Randall down at Woodlawn of Baton Rouge right now.
Yes,
you may remember him. And, Andy, I'm going to get to you in just a second. But before I forget this question, let me get to you real quick.
Okay.
So I asked a couple of the guys, and they were saying, look, we love the Randall Passing Academies. We love all of this. And Coach Randall's an awesome guy. So let me ask you this. Were you alive even during the Bluegrass Miracle? And they're like, no, sir, we had to go back and watch it. So no, I say
most of them these days. Most of them. I mean, time passed.
Oh my gosh, is it ever?
Yes, indeed.
But I think there were as many hands from parents in the stands raised today during the draft than anybody, and that's so great to see.
Yep.
It's got to be. Tell me how special that is to have that part of it with you.
Man, that's great. I mean, you always want to have memories from when you played, and then you always want to leave memories out there. So,
right.
man, to be able to leave a memory like that I get to hear about pretty much every year. They play it over and over and over on Facebook, on social medias, on TV. So like you say, the kids go back and watch it when they hear about it. So, man, it's always a great feeling to have.
Never, ever. There's two things that it won't get erased out of my mind. The Warren Morris home run, and the look on the faces of the guys in Kentucky trying to pull that goalpost down, and they just lost.
Right.
I love those things, too. You ever get tired of that?
No, I'm not. Can't ever get tired of seeing it. I always see something different every time I see it. I watch the video.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. Look, I would have that on. Yeah, I'd have that all the time. That's good stuff. Coach Andy Bryson, President, CEO of Gridiron Football. And all I can say, Andy, we talked about it a little bit earlier today when we were at the meeting, we were at the draft, which did you let him draft everything? How's he get all this Gambia kids? He got all his teams that play together. I asked you enough. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm not saying that at all. But before all of that.
We had some trades.
Yeah.
Y'all have already made trades during?
No. We
prior
to. So when you announced it, everybody's
right. We already had this thing done back Thursday or Friday last week.
Correct.
So we sat down and we actually did trades back and forth.
This is going to be, and we say it each and every year, but this is going to be the best year that it is. The talent here. How do you continue to go out and get the talent? 22 D1 prospects that are out here. That's a quarter of the roster.
It's very simple. We good at what we do.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, I don't back up from it at all.
It is.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, me and Marcus, we go around the country. We put these camps on.
Right.
We have, I don't know how many of these kids show up at our camps.
Right.
We go out and we talk to coaches. We network. I mean, it's the football family we go live here. Like you were starting to talk about Marcus, about the Bluegrass Miracle. I remember that day myself. I was in Kandahar, Afghanistan.
Right.
I feel like God has blessed me tremendously. And it's not that I deserve to be here or whatever. I'm here because God has blessed me with the ability to have great friends.
Right.
When I first met Marcus, and was it 2016, 2017, it was like I'm a kid in a candy store, like how you are.
I know.
Because Marcus,
I know.
Seeing somebody like him, was a dream come true.
Right.
When I first got on with LSU, Sam Nader asked me I remember the question Sam Nader asked me when he brought me on as an intern. He's like, Andy, why do you want to be here? And I was like, well, I want to be the next great coach at LSU football.
Right.
The next question he asked me, here's what I want you to do as your internship. Now, I was in his office for an hour and a half, and I don't know what was said after that. Because to me, this was my get out of what I was in overseas.
Right.
When I was in Kandahar, Bagram, or Fallujah, or Talil, or Jacobabad, or,
right.
This football to me was next to godliness because I was not living what was going on around me.
Right.
So when I remember seeing Marcus, now getting to know Marcus over the years, when we first met, man, I was a kid in a candy store.
Right.
It was awesome to get to meet Marcus. But now I've gotten to know Marcus and know his family, know Eric Randall. His older brother is a Hall of Famer from Southern University.
Right.
Knowing his story, knowing Marcus' story, they're like role models to me. I don't know how many times I call Marcus in a week. Chrissy probably is tired of me calling all the time because I'm always asking questions. I'm always picking his brain because they're such a rich football family.
Right.
You know, here in Baton Rouge. You know, so when I say God has blessed me with friends like you, Doug.
Yeah.
Like Marcus. You know, like these coaches walking around here, like I mean, these guys. This is God working over and over and over in abundance. You know, I tell everybody, like I told my story today.
Right.
You know, I don't deserve to be here. I'm a poor old white trash kid from Rose Pine, Louisiana, that found his way in life.
Right.
You know, so I tell every one of these guys here, you know, if you want to make it to the league, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. We've helped over 10,000 kids get into college.
Right.
And with guys like Marcus, guys like you. Yeah. I mean, you've called, 3 or 4 games now.
We missed
last year.
We missed the one in Orange Beach.
And that was the only one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, guys like you, guys like Chuck over here, that's behind the camera. You know, all of you guys is what make this thing successful.
Right.
You know, you asked me, how do we do it? Well, it's simple. God.
Yeah.
I mean, God puts people in our lives. You just never know. I remember a pastor one time telling the story in church about how, you know, the guy, his ship sunk.
Right.
And he was swimming along, and a boat came by and said, hey, get in the boat. We'll save you. And he's like, no, God's going to save me. Boat leaves. Another boat comes by. Hey, get in the boat. We're going to save you. No, God's going to save me. Well, eventually the guy dies, and he gets to heaven. He's like, God, why didn't you save me? He goes, well, I sent you several boats. And you didn't jump in.
That's right.
Y'all are my boats. I mean, I'm not going to miss an opportunity. I mean, my wife says it all the time. I'm an opportunist. I'm going to make friends wherever I can make friends at. There's a lot of great, the Terrence Blankenship over here from Jonesboro Hodge.
Yep.
You got Tyler Lewis. You know that Tyler Lewis is the youngest 5A head coach in the state of Louisiana?
Yep.
You know, you've got guys like Mike Bennett, who you met today, the head coach of Escambia High School. You know, those are some power names.
Yeah, these guys are great. You know, you talk about blessings, and just the bulk of the kids that have been out here tonight have certainly said that their belief in God and their faith in God outweighed football more than anything, and that's what was one thing that was special about this bowl game was that the young man from Alabama, and his name escapes me, but I'll have
Zach Cartwell.
Said he wants to find a way to combine ministry with his college on there in football after all of this is over, and I'm blown away with all of that. But I almost got in trouble for it this morning because you can't mention it, but I can. Another big blessing yesterday morning. Congratulations at the birth of your daughter and second child on there around 8 o'clock yesterday morning.
I'm still wearing a bracelet because just in case my wife calls me, I go back to the hospital. This is my entrance into the hospital.
So she's still there?
She's still in the hospital.
If she's on YouTube right now, there you have it. But your family grows, and the family of Gridiron football continues to grow. So
Well, this is my family.
That's right.
Like, I grew up with a family that hated me, that told me every day how much they hated me.
Right.
You know, so for me, the military was a family. Well, when I left the military, it's like leaving your family. Well, I found a new family in football.
Right.
You know, my wife is awesome. Her family is I can't say enough about them. You know, Sam and Laura just took me in. They are the best in-laws you can ever. And I'm not just saying it because I'm on the camera.
No, I feel you. We'll have these clips cut up and played back later. So.
I like my gifts, you know.
Right, exactly. Look,
expensive, but seriously, football is a family.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can call Marcus anytime, talk to him like we do. We talk all the time. You know, any one of these coaches I call up all the time and say, hey, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Putting on a camp, like talking to you about putting on that 707 on the January 20th.
Yep, back in Pineville. That's right.
So it's a family. I mean, this is a family sport. I mean,
well,
it is what it is.
You know, that's one thing that we've heard from everybody in here. And you talk about your high game that you're having this year. Those are future memories. The young man from Canada sat down with me, and he had another senior player that was in here. But wait a minute, he was an 8th grader, and the kid was bigger than this guy. And I'm like, where does this talent come from? But it's memories that are being made. My favorite memory was the coin toss when we lost the coin down at Sand. We had rock, paper, scissors for that one.
Jeffrey Henderson and Mike Clayton.
Yep. So it's just stuff like that that's so special. And I try to get each of these kids embrace from the minute that you step into this bowl game to the minute you leave. It's just a special time.
Yep.
Well, I mean, each one of these kids, they have no idea. Like, you can see it in our eyes while they're standing over here waiting to get over here.
Yep.
They have no idea what they've come into. You know, they've seen teammates or they've seen this and they've heard about it, but they don't know it yet.
Right.
Come tomorrow, they're fixing to experience this.
Look, the Wednesday kids and the Saturday kids, two completely different kids.
That's exactly right.
They'll stand around and not talk to each other, and Saturday can't separate them.
Right.
And mom and dad's like, We got a 6-hour drive. Let's go back home.
Well, all these guys, what happens every year is these guys, they make friends, lifelong friends. I mean, we talk to kids. We stay in contact with a lot of the players that's played in this bowl game over the years.
Yeah.
And they always talk about, oh, yeah, I'm so friends with this guy. I'm friends with this guy. We may, you know.
Isn't that cool?
Because this game will bring you together. Like, they're fixing to sweat, blood, sweat, and tears for the next 2 days. These practices. Like one of the coaches talked about today. This is the longest practice he's ever done.
That's what the kids were saying.
When you're coaching, but in college, this is the average practice. You got a morning practice, you got an afternoon practice, you got 2 3-hour practices, and so you've got to be in these repetitions. So these guys are fixing to walk into a college football practice and have to figure out how do I dig down deep in that last 5 or 6 periods and figure out how to continue running.
Look, we've talked to all of them on there, and each one of them want to play one more game, and stress to them, said, look, life is not football, but football is life.
Right. Mhm.
And that's what I try to get these guys to take with them and take out of here.
Well, it's like when you talk to Marcus. If you talk to Marcus and ask him about Tommy Moffitt, you bring up Tommy Moffitt around him. Tommy Moffitt, one of the best strength conditioning coaches in the country.
Right.
And that's no knock at LSU's guys now, but
it is what it is. Tommy Moffitt is what Tommy Moffitt is.
But you talk to Marcus Randall about Tommy Moffitt, he'll start telling you stories, and he's going to talk about Tommy, but he's going to really talk about his teammates that struggled along with him.
Right. If you want me to give you some, I can definitely give you some on Coach Moffitt. Man, we had a lot of guys that go through that program, and I'm pretty sure I can pretty much bank on it that he's the reason why we've been able to stay at the position where we was able to stay for so long. I mean, you're bigger, stronger, faster. And some of the things that he put you through, if you wasn't used to it, which most high school kids not when you get into it. But man, you got to go through some of those things. I guess it's some of the things that you probably went through in the military. So when you're able to go through those kind of things, and then you building those bonds with those people, you have to fight through it. You're having to basically push each other, help each other through it. Because I mean, it's almost like everybody or nobody. Because if one person don't fit through the line, everybody got to run extra one. So I mean, that's the culture that you build in that, and that's a big part of the game.
That's exactly what happens here. So tomorrow, that's what these guys are fixing to run through. They're fixing to go through that gauntlet.
Oh, my. Look, I'm glad that we're filming all of it and not having to worry about it. But the game inside the game, Marcus, a couple of years ago when we were down at Southeastern in that one, and hearing you and Devery talk about recruiting. It's a different game nowadays with COVID and the transfer portal and all of these things.
Correct.
Kids, high school seniors don't just they struggle with it. But just saying, it's like, look, we were about to not commit. And then here it goes, and it would have changed everything on there had it not been for that phone call from a certain guy.
Right.
But anyway, it's those kind of memories that are away from the game. And yes, everybody talks about the Bluegrass Miracle, the national championship, and all of these. But that's what you guys talked about the most.
Yep.
Was just those things inside the game.
Especially like Devery, and Corey Webster, and a lot of those guys. We actually came to LSU together, in that same class.
That's right.
That was Saban's first class.
And what a special one it was.
And a lot of us was kind of on the fence about, do we really want to go? And I don't know. And then we go on visits, and we kind of have, weekends like we have here, where you start meeting guys, guys who you played against, guys who you some who you played with, maybe from Little League.
Right.
And then you start building up, okay, man, you coming? Okay, you coming? All right, man, maybe we all going to start coming. So I think that, that was a thing that was built, and like you say, and those friends now last forever.
As a Tiger fan and a lifelong Tiger fan, I'm very thankful for him making that phone call to you guys because I couldn't imagine not having the Bluegrass Miracle and the national championships and all of these things. Wouldn't have that,
Right, that's crazy.
So I want to tag on to what he was just saying. So I know, being where I've been at for the last 10 years doing this company, I've had a chance to meet a lot of great former NFL or LSU guys.
Right.
So I want to tell a quick story about Marcus real quick.
Okay.
He already knows the story I'm fixing to tell about Trey. The one from Trey that told us.
Yeah.
So Trey comes up to me one day.
Trey Langley is who he's talking about.
So Trey comes up to me one day. Trey was a 5-star prospect out of Eunice, played for the Redskins back in the day. But Trey comes to me one day. He's like, man, Marcus is the reason LSU is what it is today. I was like, really?
Wow.
He said, when Marcus showed up, he looked like a Greek god walking into the gym.
About that.
He's like, he was serious about it because he played with Marcus his senior year. And he said that Marcus was a workout warrior. He said the reason the LSU is where it is today is not because it's because of that guy right there. Because the way he got in the locker room and as a freshman was leading those seniors around and showing them this is how you work out, this is how you get this done, and this is how you win. That's the guy that started. That's the guy you're sitting next to.
That's big on Trey now.
Trey said that. Trey.
And Trey's a big dude.
And Trey's a big guy. You know, all 6'7" of him.
Right.
Said that this is the guy that started the whole reign of LSU football from 2000 until today. What it is today. This is the guy that actually really started it. Because when he walked into that locker room,
I feel like I should give you a hug or something now, man. That's great.
Him and Trey, I don't know what they talk about. But that was that class. I think that class was one of our bigger classes. And then we brought in the class right after that to do with Michael Clayton and Marcus Spears and a lot of guys that we knew as well that was big-time guys that was leaning toward other schools.
Look, we're looking forward to continuing this conversation with you guys. We're going to grab these other fellas right here and get them here because I know y'all have a lights-out policy over here, too. You got to get them kids to bed. So, Coach Andy Bryson, Coach Marcus Randall are a part of this. Is this the year that Coach JT and Coach Collins' streak ends? Are they 5-0 right now? All 5 wins and 5. Is this?
They've been working.
The East. Is the East a team to beat?
Well, I think that's my team. The East.
Is that your team?
No, I got the West.
You're the West, and he can't spell West without what? A dub. How about that? Guys, look forward to talking to y'all some more before this week is out. Again, Coach Bryson, Coach Randall, thank you so much for all
Thanks
you
for
do.
being here.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir, absolutely. Chuck, we're going to rotate some more of these guys in here. Looks like we've got a few good ones left here, and we'll get through this. But, look, I'm telling you what, I could talk for hours with Coach Marcus Randall, Coach Andy Bryson, just about all of the experiences that they have. But we've got some other young men that are making their way through here, and certainly glad to have y'all in there. Look, sorry about the delay on there, but you get those two guys. They've got so much wisdom and knowledge and enthusiasm about molding these young lives, and we just have to do it. Go ahead and look into the camera and introduce yourself for me.
I'm Adam Wiggins from East Ascension High School in Gonzales.
East Ascension in Gonzales, right up the road. And, you guys had a tough season this year, but it seemed like you played every body. That non-district schedule was as brutal as one that I've seen. We cover Alexandria and Ash with what we do, and every game just wow.
It was a playoff game. First 5 games.
Yeah, every game it was without a doubt. So kudos. I know the season didn't go like you wanted, but here's a chance for you to shine this week. But I'm telling you, what a great season it was to watch when it comes to football for East Ascension. And go ahead.
Dante Bali from Kinder.
From Kinder, right up the road from where we're at, too, in central Louisiana. There it is. Tell me position and what team you're on here.
I'm on the East team.
Okay.
The coach that was just sitting right here.
Yep.
I play safety, too.
Okay. And
East team too,
you're on the E. Okay, there you go. And so, again, we've had a big storyline about it. Jokingly, the East, a couple of coaches off the East team are, in fact, undefeated in this, and so they're expecting that to carry. And there's been a lot of swagger out of the East guys on there. But all of that aside, man, what do you look to pick up this week? How's the offers going, and what do you look to get out of this week?
Well, right now I got 3 offers, but I'm looking for the competition that we can get from this game.
Right.
We're going to show you where you're at in college.
Indeed it is. And, you went against this every single week during the regular season. Yeah, and just went toe-to-toe and battled them the entire time. Here's a chance for a school like Kinder to step up and play some of these teams that have D1 talent on it, D1 all around there. What do you take out of this week, and how's the offers looking for you?
I have 1 offer right now, but I got coaches hitting me up too. But it's just 1 right now, bro. But I look to get out of this is competition, exposure, and being a better person. So the coaches could teach me life skills and football skills, and I'll become a better person by listening to them on that.
Have you guys ever met before?
No, sir.
Are y'all rooming together here, or you just
no,
happen to make it through? Okay. What do you take out of friendships like this and take back with you? Because you're put into a microwave, for lack of a better word, and you come in here real quick, you spend 3 or 4 days practicing, bonding with these guys in practices. What do you get out of that?
It makes a brotherhood. It's something like that after all this, we could still talk to each other, all that, communicate, and see each other throughout life, other than football right now. Yeah.
There you go. So the Big Cat drill, bright and early in the morning. How fired up are you about that?
We used to do that at practice.
Right.
O-line versus D-line before the actual warm-up. So.
Right. That's that's tough to get yourself ready for a game on that too. What was Christmas like for you? How was that?
Christmas was good.
Glad to be out of school.
I'm glad to be out of school.
How does something like this keep you occupied? Because you guys are out a couple of weeks, but I mean you're getting work towards this, and Coach Andy made this up. Said, look, some guys since they took the pads on hadn't done any practice, hadn't done any conditioning. What kind of shape you in coming into tomorrow?
After the season, I kept on working out. I'm a gym rat.
Okay.
I like to work out and stuff. So after the season, I just worked out and ran and all that and did drills at my house and stuff. But before coming to this, I did go to another game, the I-10 Bowl.
Right.
And so I practiced for that. And, yeah, I think that makes me, like, more ready for this one because I haven't been sitting on my butt.
That was a pretty intense game. Came right down to the 2-point conversion at the end of it, didn't it?
No, we got blown out by it. It was Lafayette versus Lake Charles.
Oh, never mind. I'm talking about the one up north. Okay, so y'all got blown out. Well, never.
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry about that one. So y'all ready to go in this one. The talent that you'll see out there. You said you've played along with a lot of those guys. Offensive line.
Some Dutchtown linemen over here. Some good linemen. Diego. They got some Alexandria people here, I think.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mingo's here from Alexandria, and so just the talent level that is out there. But what do you look at when you see a young man from a smaller school knowing that they've got that chip on the shoulder and say, look, I can play against you guys anyway and not take a play off?
You just gotta match it.
Yeah.
You gotta match it.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Glad to have you guys here, without a doubt. Look into the camera for me all the way back to, well, I guess we're not very far from it, or you could probably stayed at home almost. But the experience is here. But look in there, the folks in Gonzales and Mayor Arsenault and that group that's down there, and tell them and give a shout-out.
Hey, family.
Hey, family. That's the shortest one that I've had.
Oh,
look.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hey, sister.
Are you this quiet on the field?
Not on the field.
Okay, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing out of there, too. Look into the camera for me all the way back to Kinder and give us a big hello.
Hey, Mama. Hey, coaches. Hey, family. Papa, Granny. I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for Kinder.
There you go. Doing it for Kinder, doing it for Gonzales, and we're doing it right here on 446 Sports. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you being out here and taking the time.
Yes, sir.
There you go. East Ascension, Kinder in the house, too, getting ready to bring in our next group of guys. We'll work our way through here. The line is, look, this is great. It is media night here in media night here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It is the 6th Gridiron Bowl, been in existence for 7 years. One of those years got wiped out from COVID, made its way to Orange Beach, Alabama, and Gulf Shores, but it is back home in Louisiana where it belongs. And the 446 Sports is glad to have you on here. Go ahead and look at the camera and introduce yourselves for me.
How's it going? I'm Owen Locke from Ontario, Canada.
Hutch Grace from Shreveport.
Canada, Shreveport. That distance is wild. That's it. You guys are on the same team here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're on the east or the west?
Coach Andy picked us up.
Because they got two coaches on there that are undefeated. They're 5-0 in bowl games. What do you say to that?
Well, this year we went 14-0 at Calvary and didn't lose a game, so I'm trying not to start that now.
I got nothing left after. No, well, you guys had a tremendous year. What a championship game that was. You guys, that playoff run that you made was fun to watch.
It was fun to be a part of and fun to go all the way.
Indeed.
We're here.
Over here. So we met the other player that's here from Canada a little bit earlier too, and you guys play on the national team together.
Not the national team, the provincial team.
What's that?
Our provinces are like states, so it's.
There you go.
See
what I learned here too. That's great.
Yeah.
What and I jokingly made this, and now he had a tie down here. So are you guys related?
No.
So how did you find out about this and end up down here? Because he had a cousin that's from here. So,
yeah.
So how is it that you ended up down here?
For me, my coach my head coach at Huron Heights, Coach Heath Weir, came up to me one day and just said, I got somebody asking about you.
Right.
And then told me about this game, and that's how I found out about it.
Okay, so here's the question that I said jokingly, and you'll appreciate this one too. It's the South is historically known for some pretty good football. What makes you think you can come down here and compete in this?
I mean, coming from Canada, it's definitely a step up of competition. There's definitely some good players up there, but I mean, watching college football, you always hear about Alabama, Texas.
Not here,
A&M.
you don't. You hear about LSU here. That's what
LSU
you
too,
hear
of
back.
course.
Come on,
Yeah. And I mean, we've played. My high school comes down to America too, and we've played American teams. We fared pretty well, so I thought, why not come down to where football is known?
Well, I say it, of course, with all the respect for you guys coming down here too. So don't think that I'm saying anything out of line on there either. But what do you look to get out of this experience that's down here? You have some offers in Canada. You have anything here in the States? What do you want to play?
I'm hoping to play university football.
Okay.
I have talked to some schools at home, working towards offers up there.
Right.
But the level of football is just nothing compared to down here. So I'm hoping to come play college football down here in the States, wherever that may be. Up north is definitely a lot closer to home, but I don't care as long as I'm getting to come play football and learn.
And the interesting thing is we had a conversation a minute ago, and he was telling us the rules of Canadian ball.
Right.
And in some ways, I feel like even though the competition might be better down here, the rules and what they have to do and have to guard from a defensive standpoint might be even harder than it might level out from competition to rules up there that
a little tougher to read those defenses.
Oh man, you have 12 guys instead of 11. So
and our offense, there's unrestricted motion. So guys motion towards the line, motion sideways while they're on the line. It's a lot more zone defense than man.
That and I will have to tell you this. I've not seen anything. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of that because I really had no idea the difference on there. But when you see the talent that's been amassed over here, I mean, you've played the best of the best throughout, going 14-0, doing your thing. Seeing this talent, what does this give you the opportunity to do?
Understand what the next level is going to be like because I played against a lot of really good football players this year. A lot of them that are committed to high and big, powerful D1 schools. And so it's giving me the opportunity to understand what next year is going to look like and going to college and hoping to play some football then.
What's next year hold for you?
As of right now, I have I've committed to Ouachita Baptist University up in Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Right.
Coach Thompson and Coach Knight up there have been just tremendous in recruiting me and talking to me and all those good things. And so it's not just about nowadays. It's not just about going to what school or what division because you can jump in a transfer portal at any point and go to Division I, Division II.
Right.
But about the relationship that they have built. I mean, honestly, you have a lot of great guys and a lot of great coaches out there, but I don't know if there's anybody else that I want to play for than Coach Thompson and Coach Knight because it's just how well relationship-wise they have built with me.
That's just huge. We'll talk on experiences that you'll find here. You know, there's so much experience at the college level, the NFL level that's out there. What do you try to take from some of those guys out of this week?
Just try to learn as much as I can and bring that back home. I've been coached by a couple of pros up in Canada.
Right.
By pro, I mean CFL, obviously.
Right.
I've had a coach that's also played in the NFL as well. So.
Only one I know, Doug Flutie. Is that not him? That's the only one I know. Sorry.
No, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no, that's okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah. But I mean, just to learn as much as possible while down here. I mean, these are obviously some of the best players. They've played in the best football league in the world, right?
Right.
So learn as much as I can from them.
Well, we're looking forward to it. The guys. If you're from Louisiana, it's one thing, but when you're from a different state, people want to measure themselves up against that too. Now, being from out of the country, being from Canada, nobody's going to look around and overlook you guys. So you've got to bring that extra level up there. What kind of challenge? What does that do for you?
It just makes me want to come out here and perform. Canada is known for hockey, right? That's our big thing. And
that's right.
People think we can't play football up north, but we can. So came down here to show you guys what we're all about.
Look, I am so looking forward to this. Same thing with you, although you've played it in the South. 14-0. Everybody's going for the champ in this one, too. What do you come out and bring to the practices and to the game on Saturday?
Always energy. I love energy, love positive energy. We're going to come and hit you in the face. We have a funny saying, and kind of inappropriate, but it's called "We the Daddy," and So our goal is to, as a defensive players, our goal is to tell you what you're going to do from our alignment and not let you dictate what we're going to do. And so we the daddy, I want to bring that onto the field tomorrow, bring that onto the field on Saturday when we play, and come after you and hit you hard in the mouth.
You could take that back to Canada with you too. Bring that up there too. That's that Southern swagger is what it is. And look, we're so excited to have you guys down here. This is when Coach Andy told us that we had some folks from all over the place, and then mentioned the ones from up in Canada. It was just so refreshing to see that on there too. Went to Canada the first time this year forever. So yeah, I went to, I think it was a cruise we took. Anyway, that was a lot of fun, and so it has nothing to do with anything, but yeah, just thought I'd bring that up.
And it's been fun learning about
it was
the differences.
It was tremendous, and went to, where did we go? Halifax is where we went to, and then to St. John,
city.
and it's just a coastal town, and it's beautiful. It really is up there. So crab roll, is that what I had, or lobster roll? I had a lobster roll is what I had. Anyway, this could go all night, guys. Look back at the camera all the way to Canada and tell and send a shout out there.
I just want to shout out my program, Huron Heights Secondary School in Newmarket, Ontario. Big thanks to all the coaches there who have welcomed me in. Big thanks to all the players as well who've made the experience worth playing there, and it's been a fun time.
I'm going to have you saying y'all before you go back this week. Practice. Can you say that?
Y'all. No.
Slow down.
Y'all.
There you go. Look, I got it.
It's actually a joke. One game, it was our homecoming game, actually. It was getting pretty heated, and we were on an offensive drive. Ran fullback dive 3 times in a row, and we picked up a first down. And I just started saying y'all out of nowhere, and it's just become a joke at our school where we say let's get Southern.
See, look, that's a big. I mean, that's a big compliment. That's huge. You know, I don't know, and look, anything I say, again, and I hate to keep prefacing this with there, but I don't know of anybody that's been in the trenches there at Calvary and say, let's get Canadian.
I don't know about that one.
Did you?
I don't think I've ever said let's get Canadian, because we don't really say sorry if that's one of those things.
Look, we the daddy.
We the daddy.
See, look, you guys are going to be great friends for all this is over with. Thank you so much. Send something back up there to Shreveport and Calvary where you at.
What's up, Calvary? Swords up, baby. Let's go after them.
Swords up. That's way better than We the Daddy, but we'll take it. You're watching Media Night right here at the 2023 Gridiron Bowl. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
If you don't think tomorrow's and Friday and Saturday is going to be a lot of fun, I encourage you to stick around. These guys that are coming in just do such a wonderful job, and they're so well-spoken and articulate, not to mention playing some pretty good football along the way. Again, Doug Gann, Chuck Perkins, 446 Sports, bringing you all the Media Day coverage. We brought you the draft that was today, and now we've got a couple of the other guys that'll be hitting practice tomorrow. Go ahead and look at the camera and introduce yourself for us.
What's up? My name is Kai Bean from Independence High.
From Independence, there you go.
Yes, sir.
How about you?
What's up, you guys? My name is Carter Bowright from Independence High.
Independence is in the house. Tell the folks that are not familiar with it, where in the heck is Independence?
Louisiana.
No, I know that. Come on. Where in Louisiana is it?
Independence is a small town, like by a meet.
So there's your point of reference. It's by a meet.
I really can't explain it because
it's like 5 minutes down the road from a meet.
All right, I got you. Coach Andy
talked. Smith played it.
Coach, well then that folks understand that, don't they? Coach Andy talked about it. He coming from Rose Pine, that there is good football anywhere you go, even small towns on there. Here's your opportunity to come out with some of those from the big schools, small schools, medium-sized schools, and prove what it is that you guys have. What do you take into this week?
To just prove myself and show everybody with my talent. Show my talents to everybody.
In what position?
I'm a running back.
Running back, all right. And
some of them say I don't look like a running back because I'm so small. But when on the field, they're going to see.
See, you got to have a little bit of that swagger with you, though, if you are going to be what they, whoever these experts are, say is undersized on there, too. But, I don't know. You hit the crease and gone. How fast is your 40 time?
I'm a 4.5.
So who's going to catch you?
Nobody.
Okay. How about that? You've seen him break some big runs?
Oh, yeah.
It's good. When he gets the crease, he's gone?
Yes, sir.
What are you bringing to it?
Oh, I'm bringing in a lot of energy.
What position?
Defense, outside linebacker.
Okay. So y'all go good on good in practice on there. Is he just, does he get away from you? Can you, who wins the matchup?
He gonna juke me.
Is he? All right.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
look, it is
I don't
what it
think
is.
He can't tackle me. Can't catch me.
Look, we're looking forward to all of that. Tell me about the season there at Independence, how everything went.
We had it was mid. It wasn't too bad because we started off like really good.
Right.
It had some odds came down with a couple players and a coach.
We had a new coach.
We had a new coach
coming into the year, so we had to adjust to like how he was. But he came in great.
So
I
you
really
get-
appreciate him.
So you get the opportunity to come into this and put the pads on one more time and go out there in front of a lot of eyes that are out there. What kind of enthusiasm do you bring into it, knowing, hey, I've got another chance to show what I've got?
I'm bringing a lot of energy because out there in Independence, mid area, we barely get scouts. So,
Right.
People barely recruiters barely come out there. So this is probably the biggest opportunity we got since we've been to high school.
It's a big stage indeed. What do you say?
I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunity that God gave me.
That's what I'm talking about. Any offers on the table for either of you guys so
Yes,
far?
sir.
I said not at the moment.
We coming out there, we hungry.
Well, we're gonna
After Saturday, they're gonna start coming in.
That's what I'm talking about. Heck
Yes,
yeah!
sir.
Look, you got. I'm excited about watching. And so look, and we've talked about this. We've seen guys pick up their offers before the game on Saturday just from practices. So going out there and putting out the bits, because you guys, I got to believe, on the field every snap that's out there. Here, it's not going to happen. You rotate those snaps that are out there. So the bulk of the attention is not even on the game. It's on practices and all that. What kind of mindset do you bring in to practice?
Starting tonight, focusing for practice tomorrow.
Have you had any of those 3-hour practices before?
Yes, sir, but
You're about to have a handful of them these next couple of days, that's for sure. What about you? What do you say to those guys?
Well, I just tell them boys that it's my last opportunity, so I'm going to give it my all.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, these are the stories that we're excited about the most. Guys that come here hungry for an opportunity to get to that next level, and you've picked the place. You've committed to the right bowl game. Coach Andy, these guys have an opportunity, and you will be in front of a lot of eyes. All I can say is now you just got to go out there and make it happen. And I believe, I can see it in your eyes.
Yes, sir, that's the plan.
There you go. Well, look back into the eyes of the folks back in Independence and send a shout-out to the folks that are watching.
What's up, y'all, man? Y'all boys know what I'm going to do. Hope y'all tune in Saturday.
Hey, Coach Mike, I know you watching, so I'm going out here doing this for you.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. Independence is in the house. Guys, thank you so much, and looking forward to watching you at practice and then Saturday as well in the game, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you around practice for sure. We are rolling. You dropped your hat. Rolling through here. I think we might be down to our final two out of here. Media night has, nope, we're not. We got others that are lined up. Media night is rolling right along, and it's a big fella that's sitting over here. You running back, fullback?
Offensive line.
Of course you are. Yeah, absolutely. Look in and introduce yourselves and tell me where you're from and what position.
Jake Stevens from Crowsville, Missouri.
Sean
Long
Heineke.
way away.
Sean Heineke, Prevost Heights High School, Houston, Texas.
From Houston, Texas, and from Crothersville? Crothersville, Missouri. And I'll ask this kid, so the questions are able to morph around a little bit on there. How'd you end up down in Louisiana playing in this one all the way down near the coast?
Well, it started when I got an email from Coach
Bryson?
Coach
Okay.
Bryson, right.
You can leave it there. It'll pick you up.
And my first thought was, I don't know how he got a hold of me,
Right.
a small town kid from
The town, your town might be small. How
It's
big are you?
6,000 people.
6,000. How big are you?
Like 6'4".
6'4". See that's a little bit of it. That helps. I'd have to stand on a shelf to be 6'4".
But I was shocked as to how he got a hold of me.
Right.
And after talking over with my family, we decided that it was probably best to take the 7-hour trip to come down here.
You brought some family with you?
Yes.
That's great. It'll be great to talk to them and meet them. Houston, Texas, not as far away. Just get on and make the way over here. How did you end up in Baton Rouge?
So just like him, I got a DM from Andy, and I was like, wow, like, how did Andy get a hold of me? And my first thought was, I've never been to Louisiana. Might as
Right.
well try it out. Also just get some more attention to myself, hopefully some more offers, and yeah.
What kind of offers do you guys have now? What are you looking at?
East Texas Baptist University.
ETBU, that's right, the Wildcats, right?
McMurray,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
that's right.
Carlton, Waldorf, and then I'm talking to some other small schools in Houston, Texas.
Awesome. And you?
I've went up and visited a Lutheran school, Concordia University up in Chicago.
Yep. Wow, that's a trip.
It's another 6 hours from us.
So you're closer to Chicago than you are to Baton Rouge.
Correct.
I'll be dadgum. That'll put a little bit of perspective on things for you. So that explains the shorts. Everybody else is bundled up here, and you got the shorts on and all. This is warm for you, huh?
Yes, it stays. Well, really, it stays pretty warm.
Right.
All throughout the year where I'm from.
So northern Missouri?
No, just in the Boot Heel of Missouri.
Okay, gotcha. So when you get to see the talent that's in Louisiana, and then you got kids from Alabama, kids from Mississippi, Missouri, Arkansas, Houston, Canada, all over the place. What does that do for you to come out here and know that you get to be a part of that?
It's just an amazing experience, being able to see talent from all across the country, all across the globe, Canada as well. And it just really, puts me into perspective, I guess, where I lie amongst the rest and, how I really fall into this whole recruiting system and, where I really am best of the best, I guess.
I'll ask both of you this question because you've both made the same statement out here of Coach Andy and getting that message from him. What do you go out and do to pay that off and to say, you know what, you took a chance and reached out to me? What do you go out there and do?
Just prove it. Prove why I deserve the opportunity to do this. Go out there every day for the next 4 days to just prove why I was chosen and why I deserve this opportunity.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Plan on watching a lot of tape tonight on there. Run blocking, pass blocking, what you?
A little bit of both.
A little bit.
I like both. But it's always fun being able to put somebody on the ground.
100-yard rusher, 300-yard passer. What's your prayer? What do you like?
I've always loved blocking for my running backs.
That's what I'm talking about.
And protecting quarterbacks.
There you have it.
I've loved it both.
Look, you've got a whole – these offensive lines and defensive lines are just going to be amazing. What do you do when you come out? What do you try to take from these coaches? A lot of them you haven't met, maybe not familiar with. You said this is your first trip into Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
And you've got a lot of guys that are Louisiana legends that are in here. And folks in Texas say that the football talent in Texas is better. Folks in Louisiana say that the talent in Louisiana is better. What do you do to come over here and say, here, guys, this is what we got?
Well, it starts with the coaches. I have to see, coaching styles. I'm excited to meet the special teams coach tomorrow.
Right.
See how they do, because I know mine, Houston, Texas, Coach Dixon, Coach Allen. I know they're obviously amazing, great. Just get to see how they coach, how they teach their players, and what I can learn from them.
That's exciting. So after football, both of you looking to go on to that next level. The friendships, and certainly easy. You guys never met each other before today. No. And get the opportunity to talk and take lifetime bonds like this home with you. Outside of football, that's got to be what's important to you.
Yeah, just building those relationships because, those people that you meet along the way are those that you can build a lifetime of. Just being friends with. That's been my favorite part of playing football is the relationships and friendships that I've built with my teammates and stuff, and I just know that those are going to last forever.
I'll ask you the same thing. The relationships that you'll take out of here this week are some that you'll never forget. Tell me talk to me about that.
It's also just a small insight on what the next 4 years are going to look like.
Right.
Small look into college, just being roomed with random people, having a bunch of random people around me, making new friendships, obviously. And both of my roommates, because I'm rooming with the other specialists, both from Louisiana.
Okay.
So now I know that if I ever come back to Louisiana, I have a place to call home, I guess, and some friends to –
You always welcome on the bayou. I can tell you that for sure. Guys, look in the Texas High. Is that what you want me to read? Texas High School playoffs. Okay. I don't know.
I'm special teams punter kicker.
Of course, they got them off the soccer field. That's what he says to me. Yeah, we've got a number of our guys that come through Alexandria and they kick. And we go and recruit off of the soccer. They go and recruit off the soccer field. And how many kicks are going in the end zone?
Touchbacks.
Yeah.
good 50% right now. I'm mainly a punter.
Are you?
Yeah, 42-yard average, Aussie rollout style. I mean,
what if these offenses are pretty solid tomorrow. What if there's no punting Saturday?
Always gotta hope there is. It's a little selfish as it is. Always have to hope there's some funny so I can at least show off my strong side.
There always is. There always will be, and we're looking forward to seeing that. So, kid from Houston, kid from Missouri, Gridiron football, and everybody is becoming one here. Look at the camera all the way back to Missouri and send a shout out to the folks back home.
Hey, shout out Crosville, go Tigers! I love my boys. They know who they are. Shout out my coaches. They know who they are, and my family.
Look, I gotta love this. You come down here to Louisiana one time and you're already representing LSU with that Go Tigers. I like that. I know that's not what you meant, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that Go Tigers and keep that with me. But no, it probably wasn't those here in Baton Rouge, was it?
No. Go Tigers, Crosville.
Oh gosh, I got you. How about back home in Houston?
Shout out 14th Street, Houston Heights. Shout out my family, Coach Dixon, Coach Allen. You guys all know who you are.
Guys, thank you. We're going to follow practices. Of course, we'll be here for the game, and we'll be streaming it. Look forward to talking to you a lot more. Anytime you see us out, come by and say hi.
Of course.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all out there tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And we're back here. You can tell that we probably got some of the junior high players here because I'm finally bigger than somebody. That's a difference. You see the fireworks going off behind it? Yeah, that's great. My guy Chuck does those effects. So you guys are in the junior high game?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I hope you are because that would have bombed miserably if you were just smaller high school kids. What does it mean coming out and play on this type of level for you?
It means a lot to me because I've been wanting to come here. And I wanted to show off and stuff and show the people who I really am.
Well, before we get into that, look into the camera and tell them who you are.
My name is Aiden Taylor. I play wide receiver and cornerback. I go to Griffin Middle Academy in Lake Providence, Louisiana.
There you go.
My name is Jeremy Freeman. I go to Lake Providence, Louisiana as well. And I just want to come here. This is my first year here. I just want to come here and put on for my town. You know, we just like a small town. We really ain't been going nowhere, but it's like a big dream I always wanted to achieve and show my mama, like, all the stuff that I could do and all that.
That's just huge. That's great. I love to hear that. What do you guys come out and experience that you'll get seeing these older guys that will be playing on Saturdays next year, and it gives you something because football has been important, but Coach Andy talked to you guys that are in junior high, and it was the three-legged tripod, and it included the grades. Talent is there, character's there, but those grades and knowing how important it is from the second that you step on a campus as a freshman, how important your grades are.
Exactly what my mom always tell me. She was like, you could play on the field, but you got to have the grades too.
Yes,
So
sir.
I try to keep my grades up as well in school and still be good on the field too, but you also got to be good in school too.
Yeah,
That's what she
same.
always told me.
Yeah, same with me because my grades are good and I try to stay out of trouble at school so I could play games, but I only got to play 3 games last year because I kept getting in trouble. But I'm going to make that up next year because I'm starting a quarterback, and I'm going to have to show them who I'm really are.
And the beauty of it is, or I guess the downside of it is, if the grades and if the discipline's not there, you'll be the greatest quarterback in the world, nobody ever know about it. Yeah, that's something else. What do you guys look to go out here and show come 2 o'clock on Saturday?
Come out here, get a big dub. Last year, they ain't get their dub, but we finna come in, we finna do what we gotta do, get this ring, and put on for my little town.
Yeah, get this ring.
There you go. Well, guys, we appreciate you sitting in with us, looking forward to it, and expect to be sitting here 4 years from now talking to you as you get ready for the Gridiron All-American Bowl.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank y'all very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's Chuck got the wrong one. There he is. There, I'm finally back in this one. And if you guys tell me y'all are in the junior high game too, I'm going home. What are y'all in?
8th grade.
Yeah, 8th grade.
No, you're not.
Oh, for real.
This is crazy because I thought now, and I made the joke about me being bigger than him. I've lost that out on there too. Y'all really in the junior high game?
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself into the camera there.
My name is Kelton Bennett. I'm a wide receiver for Griffin Middle.
There you go.
My name is Kelton Bennett. I'm a wide receiver for Griffin Middle Academy.
My name is Marcus Randall. I go to Griffin Middle Academy, and I'm going to play quarterback.
Look, this is some of the bigger young men. Of course, we saw an 8th grader a little bit earlier here, had some good size on it. It's amazing the size. What do you tell somebody that says, oh, you're just middle school guys, you can't get out there and really show anything? What do you say to that?
As I always say, to me, size don't matter because line up on me, you might just get your chance of getting catched on.
Who can cover you?
Nobody for us right now.
There you go. How's that getting the ball out to him? Is that?
Oh, it's easy to me.
It's it, yeah. So you come into this. I guess this is the second year that they've had the middle school game on here. I do believe practices will be a little bit more intense. I saw some of y'all throwing earlier in the gym and getting prepared like that. What is this week of practice? Because they're not going to take it easy. It's not going to be light out there.
Oh, me, I just come to show shine.
You come to what?
I just come to shine.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come do what I got to do.
There you have it. In the practices, like I said, they don't let up on you at all, and you're prepared for every bit of that.
It's a real hard practice, not what I endured when I was little. Because when I was little, I did more what I've been doing. Like now, I was already getting prepared when I was little now, so I'm built for anything that come my way, and not gonna stop me if I'm already here. It's a reason why we all here. The man above, and then the people who looked out for us. Doing what you got to do, and just shine.
Well done. That's what I'm talking about. We talked to the guys that were on this here before as they make the move to high school. You heard Coach Bryson talk about it as well. That it's talent, it's character, and it's grades. And stepping on in the first day that you're in as a freshman, that you're on the 9th grade, that your grades are one of the most important things out there. How does it know when you come here you learn more than just football?
It feels great to be known. It feels great to learn something more than football, like to going somewhere, because they basically mean they care about your education and your football education too. So it's a good win-win for both.
There you go, and that tells you, there's more to life than just football. What does that mean, coming in and being part of a well-rounded opportunity?
I mean, it's more in life.
That's right. That's very good. Well, guys, I'm looking forward to it. We will live stream your game at 2 o'clock. We'll have that on our YouTube channel. Folks will be able to watch that on 446 Sports. Just go to YouTube and subscribe to that, and you'll know when kickoff is. You'll be able to go and see that. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Thank you for stopping by and visiting with us. We appreciate it.
Yes,
thank you very much, and we'll see y'all out there at practices and out at the game on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, these 8th graders and middle school guys, bigger and bigger than we've seen on it. Yeah, come on in, guys. Yeah, we're gonna plug in one more headset and we'll get you in there. Yes, I think I can. Boy, this is the beauty of live internet. We're gonna get this. We're gonna make this happen. Which one goes in which, Chuck? Never mind. Really? I know. There you go. You should be on now. If you'll put that one on, you should be good to go. It looks like our final group that's in here. Look in the camera and introduce yourself. We'll start here to my right and work our way around. Hang on, Chuck's getting everything set. What a great night it has been. I've had things going on since a little before 6 o'clock. We've kicked things off. Chuck, you ready to go there? All right, start off on my right side. You're left on the TV, and tell me who you are and where you're representing.
My name is JT Jackson, and I'm from Franklin Parish, and I'm kind of nervous a little bit.
Yeah, all right. I'm shy too, so yeah. We'll be all right.
Yes, sir. But I'm from Franklin Parish, Winsboro, Louisiana, and I'm a linebacker and running back.
There you go.
My name is Braden Allen, and I'm from Franklin Parish, about 25 minutes. I live in Kerrville, 25 minutes from Winsboro.
Okay.
And I don't really know
what position do you play?
D tackle and tight end.
All right. And you?
My name's William Giddens. I'm from Kroger, Louisiana as well. I play offensive line and some defensive line.
So you guys all from Franklin Parish.
Yes, sir.
Come up here together. What do you look to bring into the game Saturday?
I look to bring in talent and show that I can work and do better.
I'm looking to come in and show that I can play football for my size and do really good and hopefully come out with the victory.
What have you talk about your size on there, and we've seen some big guys that have been out here tonight. What is that? How does that motivate you a little bit more?
To go hit them harder and just like don't back down.
Right, gets their attention when the little guy comes up and smacks them, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yes,
what about
sir.
you? You said you play on the line.
Yes, sir.
How's that? What do you look to accomplish this week?
I really like look to accomplish that I can be a great protector of the QB, great protector of the offense in general, and help it produce.
Right. And you guys will attend Franklin Parish there. Is that where you'll all go?
Yes,
had a
sir.
pretty good
Yes, sir.
had a pretty good season this year. They building a lot over there. I know they play in the district with Tyoga, so
Yes,
we've
sir.
been able to see them when they played Tyoga. They played, Peabody, Neville, all of that group on there. So looking forward to that. Great to have you in here. What do you look to learn from not only the coaches but some of the other players that are aspiring to go on and have great careers?
I really look to learn, how others play and how they look at the game, and also how they take it, if they take it serious or not.
Right.
Yes, sir.
How about you guys?
To like learn more technique and like take it more seriously and like learn how they play in like high school.
Yep, it's a big difference. Look what happened. My man got sidetracked over there when the ladies walked in. I know. Look, it happens. Look, it happens there. So 2 o'clock, you'll play that, and then you'll see these guys that are playing that game back at 6 o'clock. What do you do in your next 3 or 4 years? Let's fast forward and get back, because there's not been anybody that's played in that All-American Bowl because the junior high games have not been around. But say, you know what, we've played in the junior high game, got a ring, we're playing back in the All-American Bowl. What are those aspirations?
Like it shows that we, can improve, because we can look back. We can look back to when we enjoy while we're in junior high, and then we can see how better we have gotten.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of what like JT was saying. Look back at the film when we played this year, and then if we come back in our senior years, show how much we've improved through high school.
I see it as an opportunity to see how much we have improved. Also, our dedication compared to our opponents that we have and people that we're competing with.
Well, looking forward to follow the careers of you young men. The minute that you step on campus, the grades and the integrity and the work that you put in is what the folks will watch. So best of luck to you at Franklin Parish as the years go by, and certainly best of luck to you Saturday. Saturday we'll be airing that game, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
There you go. Franklin Parish in the house tonight. Glad to have them here. And as I look out my peripheral vision over there, very familiar face that is making his way over here. Thank you, sir. And we'll get him over here in just a moment. Yeah, you got to finally have to take those off. And if you've watched any of the broadcasts that we've done, and we know that about 600,000 of our closest friends have, and we appreciate it. You've seen this young man on the screen a lot. He is a senior athlete, I guess is what you call him. That's the term that we're coming with there, and that is Marion Mingo. You'll hear us talk about him as My Mingo. And how's the service over there on Mingo Island?
There's no service over
It's
there.
no service. Look, if you go to our YouTube page, that's the video that plays on there is that interception that you made. But for those of you who don't know, he was a senior at Alexandria. Well, you go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm not going to take this from you. Look in the camera and tell them who you are and where you're from.
I'm Mario Mingo. I attend Alexandria Senior High. I'm an athlete.
See there, that means offense, defense, special teams, whatever it is. And how special is it, playing in this game?
I mean, I'm very honored to play in the game. I feel like for me being here, it means someone recognized my talent, the things I do on the field. So I'm very honored to be a part of this.
Look, you're going to get some of the most intense coaching these next couple of days, and I happen to know you're no stranger to intense coaching. There's a lot of it from what you've experienced. But tell me how exciting that is to know that you're going to come and play and get coached by some guys that have been in the college football and they've been in the NFL, and you're going to see that over the next, 24 hours or so.
I mean, I feel like it's nothing but I can do but learn from them. I mean, they've been there. They know what it takes to get there. I mean, the only thing I can do is absorb the information that they're giving out.
When Coach Bryson introduced you and said what team you're on, now you're on the East or the West?
West.
West. All right. So the West, that's Coach Bryson's team. The East has some coaches that are 5-0. But I told them that you can't spell West without that dub in front of it. So you can take that back to you guys. I'm not cheering for either team. I'm completely neutral in this, but a little bit anyway. My guys on the West team, so there'll be a little bit of something on there. You're looking at wide receiver, DB. What's this weekend look like for you?
Wide receiver.
Okay, but you said you're getting your offers or your looks on the defensive side of it.
On both sides.
On both sides of it too. What are some of the names that you're hearing from?
Wayne State, Nichols, still Northwestern and ULM, Graceland up north, and what's the next school? Right now I spotted.
Is there, and you don't have to mention the name by any means, just is there a lean? Is there anything you're looking, or is it still wide open?
Still wide open.
Still wide open. Well, I'm telling you, these games tend to do big things for people, played for Alexandria this season. Ash, they're just an hour 45 north of here to get your bearings straight. And we've talked to a lot of guys. We had a young offensive lineman from East Ascension that was in here today. We've seen some guys from Calvary that are state champions. We've seen guys that'll play. The non-district schedule that you had, the district schedule that you had, is unbelievable. I mean, Ruston wins the state championship. St. Thomas More wins the state championship. And that's a couple of losses that Ash had this year. What does playing talent like that do for you in a game like this?
I mean, like, you play the best talents because you want to get the best results at the end of the year. So, I mean, like, when you're going against good guys, like, when you come to things like this, it's like, it's nothing new to you. It's like second nature because, like, you played against some of the best talent in the state already. So now I'm basically just playing against some of the best talent in the world. Basically.
Indeed you are. We've had our first couple of guys in from Canada. We've talked to folks in Texas and Missouri and Alabama and Florida. And that's just fun playing in that type of a game. We've had a chance to cover it, but tell me about just going out here and having fun.
I mean, that's all I want to do this weekend is have fun, compete, play football. That's what I like to do, play football. I mean, like, it's just going to be a fun weekend.
That's what I'm talking about. We're looking forward to it. We'll visit with you some more during the weekend, without a doubt. But I appreciate you stopping by. And as I've told you many times, anytime there's a microphone and a headset, you're welcome to come in and visit with us.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
There you go. Marion Mingo, he'll play wide receiver for the West team. But there's no telling where you might see him line up if they really are interested in getting that win. Coach Andy told us that he was one of the best playmakers on this roster, and I can tell you for certain that that's the truth. The Marion Mingo, Alexandria Senior High School athlete. Thanks, Mama.
Thanks.
All right. No, Coach Bachman is watching back, and a lot of those guys are. Coach Merson, those folks will see this one. And I've got to believe that I got a young man from Mansfield in the house here. Go ahead and put these on. Rolling through media night just evening. But go ahead and look in the camera and introduce yourself for me.
Hey, I'm Riley Keelan Vincent from Mansfield High School. I play running back and sometimes linebacker.
There you go. What do you like better, hitting or getting hit? What's running the ball or getting hit?
Oh, I'm running the ball.
You like that, huh?
Yes, sir.
You bring in a little bit extra on it when you hit?
Oh, yes, sir.
How was the season for you this year?
At first it went bad, but we had turned it upside. Like, we really brought it back together.
Kid from a small town like Mansfield down here among a lot of talent, a lot of elite talent, a lot of elite coaching, and in front of a lot of eyes. What do you look to glean out of this week?
Showing that, like, I still, like, from a small town, that we still can produce a lot of talent. So, you know, like that is capable of being done from down there.
Then you can certainly go out there and do it. How's the guys that you've talked to over there? You making some friends early on and some of your teammates?
Oh, yeah, they pretty cool. Like, it seems like it's a good environment, you know.
East or West?
I think I play for the West.
You think you play for the West? There you go. What do you? These coaches that are out here too. They have ways of getting every ounce of ability out of these guys that are here this week for you too. Your excitement about playing in front of former NFL guys, former college guys, and what they can bring to your game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very good because it's gonna help me out. And it's going to try to get me to put on and show my strongest skills, what can be helped, like they can point out during the game. I think it's going to help with all that.
What's plans out after high school? What are you hearing?
Oh, I want to go to college to play football.
You hearing any getting any offers? What are you seeing?
I got interest. I'm going far as Grambling, sitting there, got interest in them.
Centenary's had a lot of mentions tonight. Had a great season in their inaugural season. So we've had a lot of interest from there. Certainly Grambling, the proud tradition that it is. Looking forward to a big day from you. Appreciate you stopping by and visiting with us, too. And we'll talk to you again more this weekend.
Oh, yes, sir.
There you go. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Had some of the high school guys. We've had some of the junior high guys that have been out here. And yeah, absolutely. And look right there in the camera and introduce yourself for everybody.
My name is Caden Dixon from Center, Texas.
So in case you haven't heard, this young man can run the football pretty well. We've seen that. I see that's and touted as one of the best running backs in not only in Texas but in the country.
Yes, sir.
Give us a little background on who you are.
I'm Caden Dixon. I rushed for over 2,000 yards my junior year, and I rushed pretty sure about 2,000 again this year. And yeah.
That's a staggering number. Over 4,000 yards in the last couple of years on there. What's your 40 time? Is it breakaway? Is it grinding? What do you?
I run a low 4.4.
A low 4. Look, anything that's got a 4.4 in it is low. So we'll take that.
Yes, sir.
It's a rare combination of the size that you have, the speed that you have. Tell me about the offers. Tell me about what's on your mind there in college. Have you committed already?
Yes, sir. I'm committed to Northern Arizona.
Northern Arizona. There you go. That's a long way over there. It's a beautiful country up in that Sedona area and all of that, near the Grand Canyon, as a matter of fact. So, how did that happen?
Well, I got out on a visit and I liked it.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, there you have it. And what do you look to gain from playing in this game? What brought you over here from Texas? If you already got the commitment, what's got you over here?
Oh, I just feel that you can always get better, you can always improve every day.
What do you look at when you see some of these coaches that are out here that have been former NFL players, and knowing that former college players, and it'd be remiss to think that get to the league one of these days has got to be a dream of yours. What do you get? What kind of information do you get from those guys about the work ethic that has to happen?
Well, I can ask them what they had to do, and I can take notes of what they're trying to teach me, and I can improve on that, or I can work on that.
Keep running for 2,000 a year. That'll get you. That has a lot to do with it too. You certainly have a bullseye on you. You know that there's no doubt about it. They're coming in. You're not going to sneak up on anyone. They know certainly your reputation that's on there. You big offensive line that's going to be blocking for you. Pass. They'll be throwing the ball a lot. What do you do in these next couple of days at practice and out on the field to show that you are that dude?
Really just get to know my O-line.
Right.
Yes, sir. That's about it.
What's your style of running when you're looking at it? A little more upright? Yeah, I don't. I'll have to go back and watch a little bit more tape on there. But what do you do when you have the football with you?
I score.
Look, I ought to just leave it. How many touchdowns? They told me you said you had close to 60 touchdowns.
Yes, sir. I know for a fact I had 33 last year, but I don't remember how many this year.
You know, those Louisiana guys are not going to let a Texas guy come in here and take that MVP award home with them, don't you?
They told me that. Yes, sir.
But I told the guys in Canada that they need to take it. How cool would that be? I know you don't think it would be.
Nah.
But the different talent from all over the place. We've got some from Florida, got some from Alabama, Texas, of course. Louisiana is the dominant portion of it. There more. I'm talking about the number of entries that are in there. Age-old argument is that Texas has the best ball players. Florida says, wait a minute, we've got the best ball players. Louisiana guys will tell it the same thing. What happens in that argument?
Texas has the best football. Texas is football.
Wow. Texas has it and Texas isn't. Look, there's not many things that compare to a Friday night in Texas when it comes to football.
No, sir.
That's the stadium that you played at back home. How big was it?
It wasn't just huge, but it wasn't just small. It was like a decent sized stadium, but the whole town showed up. You know.
They shut down on Friday nights when there was a game. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's so good to see. You in Texas your whole life?
Sir?
Were you in Texas your whole life?
Yes, sir. Born and raised Center, Texas.
Now, where is Center?
It's in East Texas, a little bit from Nacogdoches, SFA.
I know right where you're at.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely great. A lot of wineries in that area, too. It's a great top day. Wife and I went down to Nacogdoches and toured it, and it's just a fun little place that's over there. So, well, that's a long way from northern Arizona. But commitment pretty solid?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know the coaches that are watching back home are great to see that. Caden, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. We're going to follow you. We'll have a lot of highlights up, too, and look forward to talking to you. Hang on. Chuck always has one little bit of wisdom to bring in.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, see that? The offensive line likes treats and all that. I've seen some of the offensive linemen that have come through here.
Yes, sir.
I think I could run. Well, no, probably not, because I dare say I don't have 4.40 speed. I might get 4.4 10-yard dash, but that's about it. Well, man, it was a pleasure to meet you, and looking forward to big things out of you on there, not only this weekend, but in your career as well.
Yes, sir. Andy team on top.
Yeah, oh, gosh. So you're for the – well, hold on now. Wait a minute now. That's a big difference. So you're on the West.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Andy team.
Okay, so here's all the static that's been thrown out by that East team tonight. They've got two coaches that are undefeated. Coach JT and Coach Collins hadn't lost a game in there. The perfect 5-0. There's only been 5, and Coach JT was in there. He counted with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had his 2 big old rings from all of this.
Yes, sir.
But I tried to tell him that the West. What do you say to that? That the East has been talking. They've been talking a lot.
This is gonna be their first year they lose. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, Coach Andy, I know he's excited about you. Number one pick in the draft, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they didn't flip a coin or anything. He just owns the company, and so that's how he got the number 1 pick. I'm not throwing a conspiracy theory out on anybody. I'm just telling you, it is what it is. Caden, thank you so much. We're looking for a big weekend out of you, my friend.
Thank you.
There you have it. That I do believe, unless we get any of the other coaches or any of the other players in here tonight, guys, I'll tell you, we have seen a lot of special players. That young man carried for 2,000 yards the last couple of years, and we're looking for big things. He's got size, he's got speed, and he's got football IQ. That's one of those that you want to watch. He's committed to Northern Arizona and looking forward to following that. Have had a tremendous time tonight out here. I think we've went just about as long on one broadcast as we have ever. My broadcast partner is chiming in from back home, and I wonder if he's telling me that he's able to come to the game on Saturday. I don't know that it is. He sends me a picture of me and Mama in that one. So, as always, it was great to talk. Started out with Coach Tyler Smith, who was an intern here back in 2018 and has made his way into the All-American Bowl as a coach, and that is just tremendous to see. Again, go to our Facebook page, 446 Sports. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe. We'll go live throughout the day, tomorrow and Friday. We'll be there for the 7-on-7 tomorrow night. We're here for the entire weekend. The 2 o'clock game, the junior high game. Boy, there's some big talent in that one as well. Franklin Parish was represented. Independence represented. There's just a lot of talent. Local Louisiana guys or Central Louisiana guys are in this as well. Young man from Alabama is here. A lot of folks from Escambia, Florida, the Pensacola area is where they're at. My goodness, the young man from Missouri, the young guy from Alabama, Ontario, Canada is in the house. Canada, and the first young man told me, but he talked as faster than I did as it comes to that. But we'll have him saying, y'all, the young man from Calvary that was here, and we the daddy, he says. So there is a lot of swagger that is going to work itself out over the next 3 or so days on here. Guys, stay tuned. Go to 446 Sports right now. Subscribe to it on YouTube. You can 446 Space Sports, 446 Sports. Go in there, like and subscribe, hit the smash button. Trying to get over 2,000 subscribers. Started the day with 1,800, and before we started this, we're at 1,855. But we invite you to come out and get back and be a part of it. When you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified anytime that we go live, and we do that somewhere around 300 times a year or so. Again, 446 Sports is where we are. Go to our YouTube. We're redoing our website, and it will relaunch after the first of the year. Got a great group at Southern Gents Designs that are redoing that at southerngentsdesigns.com. They're redoing our website at 446sports.com. Won't find a lot of information on it right now, but if you go and subscribe to our YouTube page, hit the like button, comment on this if you want to. Send us out where you're shouting, where you're watching from, and we'll come back and do our best to answer those questions after the broadcast. But that's going to wrap things up from us here in Baton Rouge on night one. Man, it's been a great time calling Baton Rouge. For my man Chuck Perkins, I am Doug Gann. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow for some Big Cat drills, for some 7-on-7, and a whole lot of fun. Live from Baton Rouge, it is the 2023 Gridiron All-American Bowl right here on 446 Sports.